navy blue style. So
that star with everything. You know it, guys. Hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe, notification bell. Let's go, Cowboys. Stay healthy, stay winning. And
T.Y. Hilton in motion.
And after this game, let's get a 4-game. Let's just do a 4-game streak after this.
Handoff to Pollard.
3rd and 5. We get 4th and 2. I mean, again, we just ran the ball. Again, I don't mind running the ball, but if you're failing on 1st down and you're 2nd and 10, you got to start thinking about throwing.
So we're punting the ball. So when we wasted that. Because remember, we won the coin toss and elected to put our offense out on the field.
Guys, I mean, to me, it's the dumbest thing we do. Is again, unless the point for the Cowboys to do this is to get our best unit on the field in the second half, and that's the defense. That's the only reason why I guess they can do this. But if they want to impose the will, they haven't imposed fuck shit for will. Oh no, Anger with the bobble, and he gets hit. So the Washington Commanders have the ball in our red zone. Anger dropped the fucking punt. So right now we're risking injury for literally no fucking reason. The way we're playing, we're going to be one and done. I'm just saying. What a start for this fucking Cowboy shit team. Anger, special teams issue. That was all on him.
Yeah.
100%. That's not on the snap. That's not on the wind. It's not on the fucking the heavens. It's on fucking Brian motherfucking Anger. And I'm angry. He should have just punted that shit. Just booted that, pooched that shit out of there. But he fucked that up. That was an over 10.
By the time that he actually recovered it, he had 2 choices: throw it away, right? Like throw it away, or. Well,
I mean, again, I would try to pooch punt it. He
could not have even attempted to try and pooch punt it.
I mean, initially he might have had a chance. Like if you just quickly get that fucking leg. He bobbled it
way too much.
Now they're running the ball with their 3rd stringer, who's their starter for this game, Patterson. Robinson, I don't know who the fuck.
And
Robinson.
You can tell our defense is pissed. You can already see it.
Yeah, I think the defense is here to try to, say, let's make an impression on this very weak offense. Outside of the receivers, they got nothing else, Washington. But still, whose fault is this? Is this the defense sucks? They're giving up points again. They're going to give up 3 or 7. Nah, that's special teams mistakes. And so I don't put this on the defense. Fuck that. If you just put on defense and go put your head in the well. Here we go. Sam Howell, number 14, going for the end zone, going for the 1st down, going for the end zone touchdown.
That's it.
Just like that, real easy.
2 plays.
No problem. They love dancing in our graves. So that's again, like yesterday's stream. We talk about this every time we watch Madden, but boy, do we suck in Madden. No, maybe we suck in real life when it comes to starting off in games. We just suck in real life starting off games. Thanks, Brian Anger. You gave away 7 points. And if you blame it on the defense, fuck you. I'm just being real. Fuck you. Because that's just ignorance. The defense is.
Let me just hit up the chat.
They allowed 16 yards on 2 plays. Not good. But why did they allow that? Why do we have to start here?
By the way, Arizona scored already. So
that's great. That's great. What do you mean? That's great. We want Arizona to win, right? Arizona pulls off the huge fucking upset against the Niners. That'd be big.
I mean, it's irrelevant if we're playing like this.
We still would need
them. Yeah.
Well, no, it wouldn't.
I know. Let me adjust the TV.
It's more relevant. That we get this, we get lucky and get a bias somehow because again, the Niners don't mean anything to us unless the Eagles lose. So look, I'm going to watch the Niner game and want the Cardinals to win, but in the end, if the Niners, blow it, but then all they're worried about is going to the 3rd seed or maybe the Vikings passing them up. But for us, for the Cowboy fans. Listen, the only thing that matters is that the Cowboys win, the Eagles lose, and then we'll see what happens. Then if the Niners happen to lose, we get the bye. And the way we're looking, we need to fucking buy it quick because we're saying.
Or we're gonna be bye.
It's just the concept of getting the ball first. It looks stupid when we keep failing on our first drives, trying to impose our offensive will. Fuck all. That's not happening. We don't impose shit on offense. On defense, we do. Although right now we're just kicking our own asses right here. Much love. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you. I'm sorry I missed that. I know usually the wife gets those. And I don't know, my phone's really fucked up, baby. Like it won't even show the video. I hope it's going all right out there. But 83 people in the house plus. Hit that thumbs up, that like notification bell. We'll be here rocking with you the whole game. Win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly. So if I ever get a chance to see my screen, I can maybe shout out the wonderful new member, or I say not member, but subscriber here on MCF. So let me see.
Here, I should be able to help you out there.
Yeah.
As well. So.
I missed it.
Here.
Anyways, if you can get it, great. If not, we'll catch you. You can post it in the chat if we didn't shout you out. Anyway.
Nancy Reyes.
There you go. Yeah, you go. Thank you, baby, and thank you, Nancy. Welcome to the family.
So by the way, because I did see 1 or 2 comments about this in the chat, if we are just a little bit ahead of you, you can go ahead and just pause the stream, give it like 30 seconds and then go ahead and press play, and then we should be more or less right at the same time.
Yep. Now, I did want to say one last thing about Damar Hamlin. We talked about the Bills. They won. It's crazy what went down. We could talk about the playoff stuff later throughout the stream. Dolphins are in the AFC as the playoff team. The Steelers are out. Good. And, of course, who's the other team that's out? Knocked themselves. The New England Patriots who lost to the Bills. But Damar Hamlin, listen to this, baby.
Yeah.
He has a 4-year, $3.64 million contract that has a standard split to pay him at a lower rate if he lands on IR. And they had to put him on IR earlier this week.
Yeah.
But sources are saying that the Buffalo Bills have worked out an agreement with the NFL and the NFLPA to pay him in full. So that's a great thing there. Again, great thing they're doing, but again, NFL usually doesn't do that. Right now, it's a major negative aspect in the NFL that they don't really pay out injured contracts sometimes. And to an extent, I understand it on the cap. But when it comes to paying these guys to live their life if they have a major injury, that's pretty fucked up.
So again, maybe you might see more extenuating circumstances where, for example, if you have more serious injuries.
Well, that's not in the rules. This is not in the rules. They don't have to do shit. Any team. The Bills did it out of the kindness of their heart this one time. But I'm just trying to say it's a PR win for the NFL in this mindset, right? And people are just soaking it up. So it is great for Damar Hamlin, but
I guess it sucks for everybody else.
It sucks for everybody else, right? So again, every Hamlin, there's 100 other guys who get nothing but medical bills for the rest of their lives. Remember that. So, just want to bring that to the table, and now we can get back to this game, which we're right now looking like fucking we shouldn't be in the playoffs. Play action from Dak, throwing on first down, boom, dropped by T.Y. Hilton, who usually never drops the passes. Well, we're having
that was a nice pass too.
Yeah, real bad game today. I mean, a real ugly fucking game today for the Cowboys. I'm telling you, this is not very.
Mr. Philadelphia.
I'm assuming he's repping from Philadelphia. I don't know, but either way, from Illy. And it's a lot of illness going on in Philadelphia. But appreciate you. Maybe he's repping in enemy territory.
You see, William Bernie said he deserves his full contract because his career is most likely over.
And even if it was, they wouldn't have to pay that. But the Bills, NFLPA worked out a deal. So they should do this more often for players. Here's a run to the right to Pollard, stiff arm, gets outside, gets about 3 yards. But
should have been a loss for 2. Instead, we get 2. But still, that puts us at a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7 at best.
What happens? What do I say this every... Guys, this is starting to get to be... Every time it's getting pissed off. A 2nd and 10s. We saw them 3 times in a row. 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10, and 2nd and 10. And what do we do every time on 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 10? We ran the fucking ball. I literally been complaining about this all week. How we're setting Dak up on 3rd and 7s or worse. Ta-da!
All right, so
3rd and 7. And even if Dak does get the first on a 3rd conversion, 3rd down, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that we're forcing something unsustainable, not just for this year, but for his career. Dak stepping in the pocket, looking around, running around, gets out of the Chase Young about to sack him.
Sacked instead.
Yep, goes down. Cowboys are getting raped on the field. And that's the way it goes when you play like shit. When you look like shit out there. The Cowboys look like shit, and this is not a good game. They wanted to come off something into the playoffs. We should have taken this as the bye week at this point. What a disaster.
Feels worse.
And again, like it's no one's getting open down the field.
I was gonna say, time-wise, we not the greatest, but Dak definitely had enough time to make something happen there. You're telling me after 6 seconds, nobody's open?
Unless Dak missed like 8 opportunities, I know he didn't. I'm assuming that this is basic, predictable play calling by Kellen fucking Moore. I'm guessing that. I'm assuming that based on what we've seen. We've seen this the last 5 years, so it's better than fumbling the punt.
Great tackle there, at least by C.J. Goodwin.
Yeah. And I think Overton, the snapper, also got in on the tackle. So now they get the ball.
Stop them on like the 37.
Yeah, I mean they're like almost at midfield already. I mean this is disgusting. But again,
let me just hit
that's what we've been playing all year. People want to forget. They want to look at the 59-29 win against the Colts and say, "Look how good we are," and forget that it was 21-19 in the 4th quarter. I'm just saying, this is the way the Cowboys play. Accept it, deal with it. That's it. I'm trying to, and it's hard. In fact, I got some Commander blood right here, freshly squeezed with extra special juices, fully loaded.
It's 7-6 now. 49ers. Looks like they scored.
So wait, but 7-6 who?
Well, Arizona scored first.
But I mean, okay. So I'm just saying, I don't know if it was 2 field goals or something. That's why. I mean, he just scored a touchdown. You didn't get the extra point yet. I'm assuming.
I'm assuming as of that moment.
Cheers for your beverages, or other, extracurricular activities. Yes, cheers. Like mine.
William Bernie is saying we don't look playoff ready right now. Scorpio adding in there, this is stupid. Sniper said stupid shit again. Rack City saying, they're not used to the cold.
Well, then we're in trouble because of the playoffs, and we're on the road other than the game against Tampa.
It's all going to be cold, yeah.
It's going to be nice and icy. So we're either 1 and done or 2 and done, if that's the case.
So Big Boss Man said Dak should have thrown it away there.
I mean, I guess to some extent at that point it doesn't matter. I mean, I guess you save 5 yards on the sack, but it's third down. So he's trying to create as much as he can, keep the play alive, to try to get someone open down the field. But they're all covered on some basic fucking play calling by Kellen Moore. Then it's not on Dak. Sorry, you can't blame Dak on that.
Saying here, if they're down 2 touchdowns going into the half and all the other games are going the wrong way, just go ahead and just put your backups in.
I agree.
Don't bother.
Because what's more important? What's more important than injuries and not getting injured in this game?
UTEP actually agrees with you here. He's saying Kellen is still running the fucking ball every single first down. Do something different. Is he being deliberately incompetent?
What's worse, he didn't throw it. He threw it that first down play, but T.Y. Hilton dropped it. Literally every second down this game, he's run, and it's not like 2nd and 2. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10,
like 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 or 10 every time, and that's the kind of shit I've been talking about. I literally been talking about this here on My Cowboys Family all week. That the more you do that, the harder it is for the offense, for the quarterback, for the team to get first downs sustainably, and that's Kellen Moore. You can get mad at Dak because you're a Dak hater, but that's Kellen Moore. That's a fact. Now
I don't know who Dak is supposed to throw it to if no one's open.
I mean, no, he could throw it away and save the 5-yard sack, but you're gonna punt anyways. Do you understand, guys? So,
and that's great for throwing it away. But my whole point is, when it comes to first, second, and third down, how the hell are you gonna move the chains if nobody's open and no one's catching it?
It's all in Kellen Moore's hands.
Anyway, that's a discussion for another time, I guess.
Let's see if our defense
a few more minutes here. By the way, Jason Harper wants to know how far back he is in the cash out.
I'll check that in a little bit, Jason. I'll check it for you. You're back a little bit.
9.5 minutes here in the first quarter.
Nice move. There's the Marcus Lawrence right in the face of Howell. He throws it out.
Great pressure there by Tank.
That's the way it's got to be. We're going to show a game break here. The Eagle game? No, the Niners. Here we go. The Niners that's my point, maybe. They had 6, the Cardinals.
Okay.
They're up 7-6 on us, on the Cardinals. So
the Cardinals missed the extra point.
Correct. Then. Yeah. So let me see here.
And there we go. And yeah, it was Christian McCaffrey, by the way, who scored that touchdown there. Samuel Rose said, I looked up basic bitch in the dictionary and saw Kellen Moore's playbook.
Funny, not funny, but yeah.
Like haha, laughing through the pain.
I think you need a little over 10 to take the lead over there.
Looks like a run for them.
Good job there by Micah, although he still squirts through on Damone Clark for an extra bunch of yards, and Barr and Gallimore.
It's funny, I feel like Micah got blocked out by our own guys from making that tackle. Yeah. But Mary Alvarez, what's up, saying Cowboys are a slow starting team, and slow won't do it in the playoffs. I've been saying this. Let this not be the reason that we lose in the playoffs. Because we allow ourselves to get down early.
Expect it. Expect the reason we lose in the playoffs is because of these slow starts. I've been saying this all fucking year and last year. It's been 2 years I've been saying this. I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but I'm just being the realistic man here. That's all I'm doing. There's some pressure. DeMarcus Lawrence still get the first down. He drops it.
Oh, there we go.
McLaurin dropped it. Last one he caught, he got a touchdown. This one, number 17, Scary Terry. He got a touchdown on us, which you usually don't get shit on us. But this time he dropped it, and that was in coverage there. I think Deron Bland missed coverage there. Luckily, he dropped it. Yeah. He hesitated for a minute, Deron Bland. A rookie move there, but it was dropped. We get the ball back on the punt here in turpentine. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, I think
we got to make something happen here, right? Oh, man. So I'm Ronald who said, come on, ball hawk. Ashley Michelle said Cooper. Yeah, Cooper Rush is not the answer, guys.
Cooper Rush, we'd be losing by 30 points.
Although we do want to see Cooper Rush today for different reasons.
Yes. We want to. Turpin's fair catch it. He fumbled it. They recovered it. Turpin just fumbled it. He should have just stayed sick. This is why I didn't want him in the game if he's not feeling good. All he had to do is fair catch that. So Washington's about to score on us again. They just passed the ball, punted the ball for a first down. I mean,
special teams is fucking us so badly.
He hit him in the face.
We've had 6 playtime minutes, especially
Brian Anger sucked a dick. Cavante Turpin sucked a dick. They both sucked dick, and it's just the first quarter. Now they're going to get 14 points. Let's blame the defense.
Can we just pull our starters now?
This is not worth even playing our guys.
This is embarrassing. I'm not even joking.
And it's like putting a fucking dildo up your ass as you waddle into the fucking playoffs. Here's my question.
Would it be more embarrassing to pull our starters now? though?
I think it would wake the fucking team up. It should embarrass this motherfucking team. Because this team hasn't been kicked in the ass hard enough by our own guys. Everyone's sucking dick like their friends. I'm telling you, this whole thing is going to end next weekend. Everything's going to end next weekend. All those dreams.
And it's going to end like this.
Yeah, it's going to end with sloppy bullshit. We're going to have to come back. We got to pray to Dak and make sure he brings us back. He'll bring us back and we'll be a yard short again. Why? Because that's what we do. That's what the way this team plays, McCarthy, the way he coaches, generally speaking, the way Kellen Moore calls plays on offense. I'm just saying. Special teams,
now,
sloppy,
I'm not really sure
sloppy,
why
fucking
McCarthy's
sloppy.
arguing with the refs.
He's trying to save his job.
I'm just saying, I know, but maybe somebody who knows more than me, like, I don't know what the fuck the refs had anything to do with that.
Frustrating with these motherfucking... This team is frustrating as fuck. And yeah, we might win 30-14 in the end. You know what? Don't matter much.
Sniper said it. First Anger, now Turpin. House Nelson said, prove we can come back from behind.
We always do.
We don't need to prove that, because the only way you prove that is by hurting your guys. You
come back, you're going to risk more injury, but guys... We come back from behind a lot this year. We know we can do it. It's going to happen. It's not the point. That ain't the fucking point. Injuries, and then when you get to the playoffs, what happens? What happens when you play good teams? Because Washington ain't a good team. What happens when you play a good playoff team? And you start to play, this bullshit on the field. You say, oh, yeah, we'll come back later. Fuck off. We're not going to do that every game in the playoffs. We're going to be one and done or lose in the playoffs somewhere because of this kind of mindset, because of this kind of sloppiness. I don't know what's wrong with this team, but I know what's wrong with this team. It's from the Jerry Jones and
Justin Kroll said today they are the not special teams.
Yeah, today they're retard teams. Sorry, pardon my French. I know it's not PC, but I gotta speak my mind sometimes. So I can't fucking take this fucking sloppy play on that field. On our last game against an easy team, they got their fucking same thing as Tennessee last week. People forget about this shit. I bitch and complain. Everyone's like, "Oh, shut up, MCF." Why? Because I'm right about this? Because I'm right? You don't want to hear the truth? That the Cowboys are a sloppy motherfucking team that are looking and begging for a one and done in the playoffs?
Asmodeus said Mr. Pro Bowl himself is looking like shit. And I'm seeing several comments say that. Like,
he's sick. He should have just taken off this day.
I know, but it's also not the first time that he's had, a not so great game.
It's the second bobble. Yeah, I'd say the Texans he bobbled that.
And that's what I'm saying. It came somewhat recently, too. So I don't know. I think Turpin... maybe that Pro Bowl nomination got to his head a little bit.
Yeah, he better.
Because pretty much
fix
since
his
then
shit.
Has not been
because he's Mr. fucking Captain today. He's Mr. Bullshit today. He's Mr. Shit is what he is.
So, Justin Kroll said it. We're doing a great job of beating the Cowboys today.
Yeah.
Mackenzie 2 times said, "What the fuck?" K-Man said, "I told y'all this team hasn't earned resting its starters. Washington's about to blow out the Cowboys." Big Boss Man said McCarthy's probably arguing that he was interfered with, but he wasn't.
He wasn't.
So
McCarthy's grasping for straws.
Look, every coach has to fight properly for that.
How can you miss an easy fucking fair catch?
But I can't. Yeah, he definitely wasn't interfered with because the guy didn't even come up or touch him until after Turpin's, face mask bonked the football. Like it's not like he was touched before the ball made contact with Turpin.
By the way, Grant G's drop still keeps him there in 5th place. He's trying to go for that 5 on it. He's the sponsor of the month.
15-yard
4 weeks in a row.
It looks like a run
we got double. Oh my goodness! All right, they're running to the right. They're in the red zone already.
All right.
I mean, they ran for about 3 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. They got 2 yards and a run, but let's hold them to a field goal. That's all I'm hoping for. I mean, this is embarrassing. I have nothing else to say. It's 8 minutes and 23 seconds. We're not even halfway through this, and we're giving the game away. I think we're trying to see.
We're barely halfway through the first quarter.
That's what I meant.
You said I know. You said we're barely halfway through this, and I'm like, no, we're barely halfway through the first quarter.
I said halfway through this, as in the first quarter. That's what I mean. We're not halfway through the first quarter yet. So they're running to
another run.
Good
Great.
stop.
Oh, almost. There we go.
Who's that? Dorrance Armstrong slowed him down. Damone Clark finished it up, gained about 2 more yards or a yard.
Yeah. So now it's 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6-ish. 3rd and 7. 3rd and I don't know.
The thing is, they can take it easy now.
3rd and fuck.
Yeah. They're good. They're
chilling,
right?
Yeah, they're hanging. They have nothing to lose.
Weapon X88 said Cowboys doing Cowboy shit at the right time. So
yeah, before the playoffs, I guess that's the best.
Jacob Vasquez, what's up? Just hopping in here. Brian Anger, unfortunately, on our first offensive drive, we go to punt, and then Anger
goes through his hands, and he has to take the hit.
Gets tackled at the 10.
They scored 2 plays later, and now we stop him with our defense, and there's Micah getting held.
No flag.
Call. No flag. He comes in for the sack, though.
McCarthy's literally out on the field.
He got a sack, though. They gave him a yard, so he didn't get a sack. And incredible, he got held as well. McCarthy's on the field yelling. Obvious hold. Ripped him from the inside here. They didn't call it. Micah's exhausted right now.
Micah's hurt. Is he concussed?
Not concussed, baby. Look at he grabbed his left leg a little bit. But he got held there by 76. No, nothing there. He tried to rip the ball out at the end. I just hope he didn't pull anything in his leg. Because it looked like his leg was kind of slipping out there.
That's what I'm saying. He looked woozy. That's why I couldn't really tell what it was. Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a field goal attempt for them. I mean, the defense did their job.
Yeah, but again, do we really want Micah getting hurt? Or, I mean, he already is, I guess.
He's doing his job. Oh, almost a miss.
He missed.
Wow, he shanked it, 31-yarder. So can the Cowboys work off of that? Hey, guess who saved the day? Everyone hates the defense. But guess who saved the day? The defense. The defense is the best part of our team. Not the offense, not special teams. It's our defense. I've been saying it all year. It's the most consistent, even though they could be better.
They did count it as a sack. That's nice.
Oh, wow. Really?
So, but Micah and Doris Armstrong do split the sack. So, half sack each, but it does count as a sack.
At least it broke the sack streak. We got 1 in 4 games, I think, in this with this team. Wow. So they shanked that one. That's fun. They're playing like they're supposed to play.
I'm just extra double checking to see if anyone's saying anything about Micah looking a little funky there. So, but as of right now,
to me, it looked more like his leg area, or he's just tired, or maybe he's just pissed off because he got held and didn't get no call.
Good thing is our offense is back on the field, so hopefully they take a nice long drive, or honestly short drive. I don't care what kind of drive. Just
offense, just get a first fucking down.
Exactly.
How about that? Can you get a first down offense?
Just move the chains.
And I put that more than on the players, and sometimes it's a drop by Ty or an ill pass by Dak or a bad run lane by Zeke or Pollard. The problem is Kellen fucking Moore. Just saying.
Quasi Blake thinks that he just had the wind knocked out of him. Mike on that play.
I think wind did more than wind knocked out of him.
Remember, it was the hold and then coming back, for that sack and that
that's not the wind knocked out of him.
Double sandwich tackle. No. It was what I'm saying is
wind
the
did,
hold,
yes.
Obviously he's like rushing, he's struggling, but then there in that last tackle, he, basically created a little sandwich between him and
I want to make sure he didn't really get hit though. So if he gets hit in the chest, that's when you lose your breath. But I think what you're trying to say is you get winded when you are running around.
Well, remember he kind of not rolled on, but like at the end of that tackle, like he was the bottom part of that sandwich when it rolled, so he kind of got squished.
But then he kind of ripped the ball out at the end and fell forward. He was away from everybody at the end. He was good. It's just more of a lot of work on that play for him.
Yeah, so you see DeLunatic saying there's a little bit of friendly fire from Armstrong there. That's why I said that, when they when they mutually went to go
they banged into each other.
Yeah, it just.
But even after the banging.
No Dak Ninja. No Dak, I'm sorry. No Dak. He's saying it straight up. Just bench the starters. This is our bye week. Let's not fuck around and find out. We
know McCarthy's not going to do that because McCarthy likes to put his guys on the field and say, hey, we play it to the end.
So it's saying someone needs to give the refs an earful. If that's not holding against Micah, I can play right tackle. So now remember, one thing I haven't seen, and I'm sure we'll probably see it more after this game is over or whatever, but remember, we talked about this before. There's a certain move that defensive linemen make that once they kind of like go
that's to the outside.
Micah was inside there?
Inside.
Okay, so
Micah went inside.
That does change things.
That was none of that bullshit can be used this time.
It's hard to see anything but a hold, but I also admit that maybe like sometimes we're a little biased or whatever. It's hard to be biased there. It did look
that was a hold, plain and simple. Now, is that Anthony Barr hurt on the sideline? They
did just show a glimpse of him, but I don't know if they were just. I don't know what the purpose was for that.
1st and 10. Dak's throwing, completes it to Ferguson for about a 4-yard gain. See, I don't mind that kind of first down. That kind of first down pass is fine.
For a second.
Oof, man, the miscues are bad for us in this game. It's ugly. We just gave up. We almost gave up 14 points. We're lucky we only gave up 7. We're lucky against Washington we gave up 7 points. I never thought I'd say that today. I never thought so. In the simulation yesterday, because of Madden, yeah. Today, no. UTEP said, let's put that 5 on it.
Woo, we're going to read that comment here in just a minute.
Oh,
pitch down to Zeke.
Bad pitch. Another play. Another fuck play by fuckboy Kellen Moore. A little pitch trickery bullshit to the left. And getting Zeke catches it with his helmet.
Nobody has hands today.
Dak threw a little high, I think. A little too high. Zeke threw, just
a little too behind. I don't know.
That's on Dak. That's on Zeke. And why call the fucking play? I don't know. It's on everybody.
So now it's a 3rd and 6.
Another third.
Also, it just felt, and once again, I want to point out another variation of a run play here.
There's another shotgun. Dak runs back.
Gets out of a sack.
He's looking down the field. He better throw it.
Try to run
what the fuck is Dak doing?
There's nobody open.
Yeah.
Was he supposed to throw it away for the same shit?
I guess. No. I'm just saying, I guess. I'd rather you throw it away than get hurt on some dumb rollover in the end. The Eagles up 3-0. Now they're up 10-0. Because they do the right thing. They know how to win against backups. We know how to play shitty against backups last week and this week.
Well, let me go ahead and read UTEP's 5.
We're punting the ball, by the way. Yes, UTEP.
There will be a point where the defense will snap with the offense and special teams, and we are very, very close to that. Maher should have gotten that Pro Bowl.
I'm with you on that. Maher surprising everyone today this year. It's crazy.
It would suck to see the team unity crack and break over something like that, though. I will say that would disappoint me, even if offense and special teams probably rightfully so. Just
they fumbled.
They recovered. They recovered.
They were recovered because they're backups. Very sloppy. We're still in the first fucking quarter. Both teams, but we're not supposed to be this. We're 12-4. We're not supposed to be sloppy like this, are we? I guess so.
Anyway, but yeah, thank you, UTEP. Appreciate that. And again, like I said, it would be very disappointing to see what I think has been one of the few strengths of our team. The fact that even when we've been down or kicked, knocked down, whatever, we've stayed pretty unified. So to see that to me, that more than anything would mean the end of the season. Right? Because we can try to overcome a few of these things, right? It's not like, we're still only down 1 touchdown. Like, it's not an insurmountable mountain of goals.
Against a shitty team, by the way, yeah.
But at what cost? We're all kind of saying it. Is it really worth trying to like push hard and win this game and put our starters on the line and risk these guys getting hurt?
Right now it's 10-0 in Philly. That we're 5th seed right now, and we're solidified in there. If the Eagles keep putting points up on the Giants,
I better not see a single starter by halftime. I just want to say I don't care.
Randy Stites with that J. Lou too, brother. Yep. Much love to you. Jason Renfro drops to 32 points on that there stream boss. And Randy Stites, I think he's 3rd place on the overall board, right behind Mark Hovsepian, right behind JD from DC. What did the great Randy Stites have to say?
Terry in the slot is hurting us.
And you know why? Because they're getting Trayvon Diggs off of him. Terry McLaurin is locked down. He's been shut down by Trayvon Diggs in 3 games. He's got 5 catches, 55 yards, and 1 touchdown. That's it in 3 games. So he's their superstar. Locked him down when Trayvon Diggs, but now they're throwing him in the slot. Now Bland's a little bit hesitant there, the rookie. Having a great year, but that's the best. That's their number 1 guy. So now you're seeing,
and of course, it's that double-edged sword. We're like, okay, so let's try to help Bland out a little bit more. We're leaving an opening somewhere else.
But yeah, if we help him that way, yeah. The problem is you can't put Trayvon Diggs in a slot. He's just not a slot cornerback. He's an outside guy. And yeah, you can move him around from left to right, but not if he goes in that slot. It's a little more issue. So he can moonlight once in a while, but you want to try to probably keep, your slot. Deron Bland's got to do a better job, is what I'm trying to say, against Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, we've kind of talked about this throughout the last handful of weeks as we kind of figured out our corner situation, and fucking up what Trayvon is doing is not the answer either, because then we just have all of our guys not playing well. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, real quick, by the way, yes, we had 2 back-to-back $2
like our 90s Cowboys. Yes. Thank you. Much love. The King Knight and Randy Stites. What do they have to say, baby?
King Knight 19 said, 2020 Cowboys, here we come.
It feels like it, right?
And Randy Stites with a $2 holler saying, this team sucks always after a long break. And that's why I feel like I'm the only person in the whole world that probably did not want us to maybe get the first round or the first seed.
I know.
Not for any other reason than I have yet to see our Dallas Cowboys, whether it's under McCarthy, Jason Garrett, at any point in time that I have been watching them play well when we have longer than 7 days
and
off.
Even with all that, guess what? It still's beneficiary to us than playing on the road 4 games in a row, 3 games in a row. There's a nice stop. It was a nice stop by Barr. It was not a good tackle by Barr in the end. There is a flag, probably a hold.
I'm hoping it's on them.
On them, I hope. We'll see. It's in the secondary, so it's on us. Boy, we are a sloppy, shitty team. It's on us.
Diggs.
Number 7?
Yeah.
Or 27?
No, 7.
Come on, Diggs. Diggs better start digging something better than what he's showing us right now. Quinn's not happy up there in the...
Who would be?
It's embarrassing. I see there's their linebacker coach. See him?
I know, yeah.
Who's never even seen from anything. He's like the assistant.
He looks like an Aaron Rodgers doppelganger or something.
4:27 and ticking. They're under center. 1st and 10. Cowboys playing like shit. We want to get hurt. Here's a little jet sweep, and they get no yardage. Great stop by Chauncey Golston.
And Barr.
Barr made the stop, but, Barr can't fucking tackle.
He can't make the tackle, but he helps to make the stop.
The last time Barr made the fucking hit, he couldn't make the guy to bounce. So the last play. So this time he made the stop, and then you have Golston just stand him up and push him back.
Barr does have one thing working for him.
He's in the right spot.
His speed. He usually does. He's usually almost always the first guy there.
For his size,
he can't ever really stop.
For his size, that speed is fantastic. But he doesn't make these solid run stops.
You kind of expect him to make a few more tackles than he does.
Micah,
I think that's the kind of trade-off.
Micah out of the game, by the way, resting. They got Sam Williams on the right side now.
Yeah, but he's just standing on the side.
Dorrance Armstrong on the left side. They throw it to the... Oh, good job
Great
there, but Deron
there.
Bland, that was all eyeballs. That's awareness on Samuel.
Now there's a flag.
There's a flag now. What's the fucking penalty? But I'm saying, on this play, Deron Bland, forget about everything else. That was a great awareness to notice what was going on. It got to be on them for illegal motion.
Yeah.
It's got to be illegal motion or something.
Illegal shift maybe, too? Maybe somebody moved.
Ineligible player downfield. How do you get a player down the field so fast? On a pass that was done so quick. That's crazy. I don't even know how you get a guy downfield that fast.
I'm guessing maybe somebody moved, like somebody misunderstood their assignment.
Someone just went down the field like a burst out of the offensive line and just went down the field. I don't know. That was a poor.
You gotta remember, we really only saw like half of that play once it got going because it was pretty obvious what he was going to do there. So,
but they got the games in the top corner, right? They got the little bubbles on top. Giants, down 10-0 to the Eagles. So that's obviously that puts us at 5th seed, no matter what else happens. And in case the Cardinals and Niners, the Cardinals down 1.
At least it's still a close game. They're only down by 1.
Yeah, but the Giants game is the one. There's a blitz. Jamon Clark with the hit.
Pressure. Please don't get this.
Trayvon Mullen. Oh my God, it's the latest flag I've ever seen.
There
he didn't turn around. Listen, Trayvon Mullen is the guy we're trying out there. I mean, he got burned.
So far so good there. I mean,
it was an underthrown pass. Number 37, not 27.
Yeah, I know they said 27. It's 37.
Mullen couldn't get us back. He couldn't turn around fast enough. So I wanted to see this guy do his thing. We saw him do his thing bad. Didn't turn his body around. I just thought it was a late fucking flag from the ref. I just can't believe it. But to me, I would have thrown a penalty. Even if the ball was a fucking shitty pass underthrown because of the pressure. Because of Damone Clark and the blitz up the middle.
If he had just turned around, even
if he just did a little bit better effort.
More.
I want to keep an eye on number 37, though, see if he can rebound from this. If he
now they're on our territory, though.
Yeah, but he gets, again, they got to stop a yard in the backfield for a loss. Cocksucker breaks it and gets 5 yards on us. Poor Cowboy defense, and that's our starters. That's sickening.
William Burney saying it. Hopefully Xavier Rhodes is ready next week.
And even if he is, just don't expect anything greater. Just don't expect anything out of this world.
Oh, great. William Burney also saying the Giants had a field goal blocked.
Bench our guys quick.
Yeah, 2nd and 5 now.
He lost theirs.
Play action.
Man,
quarterback keeps it, runs, gets an easy first. Gets 10+ yards.
They're working us. They're working our defense, man. I can't believe this. And this is the end
That's
of our
what I said.
team.
We just need to bench everybody.
Well, yeah, but it's the concepts that are being exposed. Barr wasn't watching. I don't know what Barr did. I mean, it was just a good play as well, but no one's there to watch the quarterback. Well, this is.
I never thought I'd be so disappointed in a team that's currently 12-4.
We're the most.
You get what I mean?
I think it's one of the most disappointing 12-4 teams I've ever. People say, "Look at the record." Shut up. Well, okay, we're one and done. Shut up.
I don't know. Maybe last year takes the cake for me.
There's Micah.
Great pressure.
Come on. Can you get this motherfucker to the ground?
Sack
Sam Williams.
Sam
Thank
Williams.
you. Sam Williams. Oh, who's hurt? One of our Cowboys are hurt.
Someone.
That's not good.
I know. I'll adjust it here in a minute.
Is it Carlos Watkins? That would be a major loss inside.
I think it is Watkins, yeah. Yeah, Watkins got tripped.
Look, he got banged. His arm?
His leg?
His
balls.
Knee? I think his nuts. Okay, yeah, we can't do this. I don't know what the fuck. The earth is spinning around too fast for our antenna to get this. We're getting it sooner than you guys because we're using an HD antenna, but I think either he got a contusion inside of his groin or thigh area, hit his hand. Maybe his hand was there. He got a hit. But I think that it looked like if I was going to guess, I'd say the nutsack.
I think that's...
The nutsack got clapped. I don't know.
I mean, hey, even with the cup...
Hey, they don't.
Ouch.
A lot of these guys don't wear these cups anymore.
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, a lot of these guys don't wear it. A lot of people say nut check or cup check. But, there's different ways of saying it. And they knock you in the nuts. And if you're not wearing it, well, you get pain.
I'm surprised so many of them have kids. Anyway, yeah. So he's limping off. I think you might be right as far as the balls, just because he's limping in a very weird way. He's not limping in a leg way.
Watching this angle, you'll see him as he goes inside. Also, when they collapse on him, watch. Right? Oh. Yeah, I think it was Sam Williams' shoulder pad went into his nuts. No, it was his knee, wasn't it?
Was it his knee? Yeah, I think it was his knee. Yeah. So
we don't have Mohana in the game. And we don't have, of course, Hankins is out. We know that, right? So, yeah, that's not good. Not good.
Well, it's a 2nd and 13 either way. They run the ball.
And a huge hole. First down. Could have been a flag, too, for a face mask by
Please don't tempt these refs.
This is stupid. Yeah, whatever.
Real quick, by the way, $2 holler by UTEP. He said, Xavier lost in the woods all over again.
I'm telling you.
Just for different reasons, though.
Yeah.
Because we actually had pretty solid corners. They just got hurt to the point where we couldn't really do anything about it.
2-yard gain for them. This is.
By the way, I know that penalty Mullins was a big factor, but they are in our red zone, and they are about to put up either 3 or 7 points. So, 2nd and 8 here.
I'm just saying. I'm just fixing the board.
They do have to get at least one more playoff before the end of the first
family
quarter.
Deserves the best from us. Since the Cowboys ain't giving it to us, we'll give you the best that we got here on our side. To me, right now, this is more important. Make sure you guys' names are right on this board. Then our Cowboys look at anything out there because it's embarrassing. Embarrassing. And accept it. It's embarrassing. Fucking pisses me off.
It looks like, yep, it is a run. Great
no
stop
gain.
there.
Good stop there by Golston.
Armstrong, I think.
Armstrong, Golston. Either way, Golston.
Okay.
I'm just saying, Golston's having a nice game. I will give him that. I'll give him that.
Again, I have to admit, the issue is not necessarily with the front guys. They're having an okay game so far. End of the first quarter officially, by the way.
Let's hit up the chat because I'm out of words right now with this team. It just they kind of kick me in the nuts. It feels like. Let me drink some of this so I can relax a little bit. Some of this Commander blood.
By the way, Cowboy Brown said maybe his nuts hang all the way to his knees. Sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't have.
The line of the night. Who said that?
Cowboy Brown.
Cowboy Brown.
Oh, Donovan Burrell, what's up?
That was fucking funny.
Let me see. And by the way, again, we don't really have any skin in that game as far as TCU or Georgia.
Yeah, I'm not a big college guy. I know everyone wants TCU to win because Texas,
I'm actually kind of rooting for Georgia again.
Really? So, I hate Georgia. They just win too much.
No.
Yeah. But either way, I want UCF to win. If they're not in it, I don't care. University of Central Florida. Let's go.
Yeah, so pretty much everybody thought it was also a
nut check.
A nut check there. So it does kind of suck that it was a knee hit.
Yeah, I mean, if that's we'll see what this comes out. Again, Carlos Watkins playing great. One of our better run-stopping guys. Although we get Hankins back next week, we get LVE back next week for the first game. I mean, we need the Carlos Watkinses in the mix too, right? We can't lose number 91. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, pretty much everyone is kind of saying it. It's hard to not feel like we're going to be one and done when we're playing like this against Washington.
And you know what's good? The one good thing about us losing this game or playing so poorly is it's a wake-up call for at least one more week. So maybe we rebound against the Bucks, and we rebound against them and we beat them, right? But then we get high on our horse, and then we go, I'm gonna win, and we get blown out by the Eagles. So I mean, it's just too much inconsistency with this team to put that much. Listen, you put faith behind things that you feel can happen, right? I mean, you hope it can happen. You're hoping for things. So to put blind faith behind this team is a mistake. I'm just being honest. We might win the Super Bowl, but you can't give them blind faith. Just saying. So I think about the 90s, and after that first year, that run when we lost to the Lions, the next year when we played the Niners and beat them in San Francisco to go to our first Super Bowl and win that first, you felt. Even earlier in that year, we haven't won a Super Bowl yet, but you knew this team was getting it together. You had the faith to trust them that they're gonna not be sloppy and make dumb mistakes most of the time. It's the opposite with our teams since the Jimmy Johnson years. It's been sloppy. When are they gonna fail? And like, what kind of fans are that, guys? It's what they've shown us.
And I don't know.
They've shown us this.
A lot of it to me is, unfortunately, it almost feels like a self-fulfilling prophecy because the last few years have been this way, and because we keep going into it kind of sloppily prepared or playing sloppy.
Well, then what's the overall problem? What's the foundational issue? I think we all know what it is. And I know that people are going to give him credit this year.
I know.
Listen, it's the fucking...
Exactly.
Remember that. Keep it down. Remember all the mishandlings.
That's how we hold them to 3
whether
years,
you like them or not, remember the mishandlings. Here's a Fowler in the mix, get too much time. They get open. Great job by Jaron Kearse.
First now.
I'm sorry, Trayvon Mullen, great job. He's short by a yard.
Oh.
Trayvon Mullen.
Yard, yeah.
Trayvon Mullen, number 37, did a great job. That speed burst at the end. Look at the speed burst to cut him off. Great job by Mullen.
Man.
That's a first down to me.
That's a first.
But he still did a great job, Mullen. You know what I'm saying? Mullen did a great job, don't you think? With that burst to get to the, you know what I mean? Like to me, they're gonna challenge it.
I mean, I would challenge that.
Oh, they overturned it.
Oh, okay.
They gave him the first down.
Okay, I mean,
so he wanted to reset the clock.
Okay, so first and goal. Again, that was
That's
definitely the right call. But
I still give big props to Trayvon Mullen though, for making that play there. And he wasn't even the guy in coverage. This is preseason. This is embarrassing.
Oh, guys can get hurt in preseason too.
Oh,
Great
I know.
stop there.
Trust me. That's why I don't like this thing going this way.
Second and goal there. That was some teamwork there.
Everybody's got to get up. I see Damone Clark bouncing around that leg a little bit. I mean, every single play could be an issue. You know what I mean? Every single play. But I'm looking for this because it's, unfortunately, we got to keep our eyes open.
And again, Sully referee, I'm guessing the reason, it's kind of the point that we touched on earlier, they're keeping him in the slot.
Who?
So.
Scary Terry?
Yeah.
McLaurin?
So if he's constantly in the slot, like we said, you know, Trayvon's an outside guy. The time to start fucking around is not now. Because then we just have all of our corner positions playing badly.
Much love to Mary Alvarez as we try to get a sack here. What do we do? Into the end zone interception!
Yes!
Yes! Malik Hooker! Malik Hooker with the pick, baby!
We like
in
our
the end zone.
Dallas.
We love our hookers.
Thank you, Mary Alvarez. Perfect timing as well.
With that drop. What was it? A $2 holler?
Woo!
It was. A little $2 drop there. A little J-Lou, too. Appreciate you. What does she have to say?
I thought the wake-up call was Green Bay and the Texans.
Yeah, remember that?
Right?
Remember that back then? And the
I saw a few other people commenting as well, saying, like, if we need a wake-up call and it's week 18 and we still need a wake-up call,
then we're one and done.
Maybe just stay asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
So, by the way, hell yeah, poor T Green. He's like, but where is Trayvon's pick?
I'm trying to give it to him. T Green, I'm repping the 7. Woo! Trayvon's looking a little off today. Maybe he'll get a little less off as we continue this thing. But yes, our defense playing poorly, even overall, still doing enough to get us to save points. We just saved. Like, the defense helped us save basically 14 points. We should be down 21-0 right now.
Exactly. And I have
which is embarrassing.
I do have to respectfully disagree with Clark Kent. I don't think that Dan Quinn has shown us who he is in that sense. I do think Dan Quinn has shown us who he is. He's shown us that throughout this entire season. He showed us last year. How much adjustment do you think any of our coaches could do when you're down to like your 4th string guys? Just saying.
But like, where's our 4th string guys? Will be our cornerback situation,
I'm just trying to say, because outside of that, we're having pretty much the same problems we're having now defensively since week 1, right? Like, stopping the run is still an issue.
Well, because no Hankins, the injury.
And that, no LVE, that's been a big one
but
too.
Hankins the big one.
You know, outside of that, you know, our defense has actually been pretty solid up until now. So, right, like, first we lost Jordan Lewis. Then we lost Anthony Brown. And pretty much at that point, we were like, we're proper.
And not lost them for a couple games. We lost them for the season. So now we have to find guys to replace them. You know, Kelvin Joseph, not the guy.
And the guys who replace them.
It's all right.
You know.
Trayvon Mullen's getting a chance now.
You can go ahead and make the argument that, you know, before that, the Cowboys maybe, you know, messed up, right? Because, again, we're sitting here waiting for Kelvin Joseph to have his glow-up. Where? Deshaun Wright to have his glow-up. Where? So, but the whole point is that these are our 3rd string guys, our practice, or not practice squad, our special teams guys, our, you know, additional pieces, right? They never were meant to be full-time starters, but now they are.
But now we pick up like Xavier Rhodes, and everyone's like, oh, we got to, you know, listen, he's depth. He's literally there and break in case of emergency, and we might have to do that with him, and it'll mean it's going to be great. Mm-hmm. Couple of quick comments maybe through the chat as we continue this second quarter.
Oh, here, real quick. Let me go ahead and keep hitting up the chat. Yes. Scorpio said, normally I'm excited about a pick, but I know we won't do shit with this turnover. So, a Skeptical fan said, we will be down 21-0 next week. Let's hope not. Pat Pfeiffer, what's up? Saying that may have saved the game. So,
yeah. I mean,
somebody's saying if the offense isn't going to do anything with it, what the fuck is the difference? So, you know what the difference is? It's momentum. It's the energy. It hypes us up to get the pick and then do something like this.
It helps the team up. It don't hype us up too much,
running, right?
But it helps the team up. Yeah, you got 4 yards on that play. There you go.
No, I'm just trying to say, so now when you run on 2nd down, the way that Kellen Moore runs pretty much every play on 2nd down, at least it's a little better running from 2nd and 6 instead of 2nd and 10.
I agree.
Right? Because even a 2-yard gain puts you at a much more reasonable, manageable 3rd and something, right?
I agree. I agree, but...
So, by the way, you're seeing a lot of Tony Pollard. He officially does have over 1,000 yards, in case anybody's wondering.
Did he get over 1,000?
Yeah, he's at 1,003 yards now with that running play.
That's awesome.
That was the one. That was the winner chicken dinner.
Yeah,
Thank you, King Knight 19, by the way, with the $5
Now we're throwing the ball.
Dak has to throw it away. Almost picked.
That should have been picked. What a bad decision by Dak.
What a bad throwaway by Dak. Like, if you're going to throw it away, put some... oomph in it.
I mean, I just
like you better hit a coach
very
dead in the
sloppy
face.
Team, guys. This is ugly. The Cowboy team. I don't know if it's. I don't know, Gallup was going to go down the field and did not communicate. That was not on the same page with Dak. Both guys fucked
King
up.
919 cracking me up with his $5 holler. He said, "Oh,
there's your pick six, guys. Dak threw a pick six. So there you go. The defense not giving up points, but the offense is.
You know what?
Can we bench our guys, or we want to keep embarrassing ourselves? I mean, that's just horrible.
No, Dak said, who's going to mess it up this drive?
There you go. Dak Prescott did. And again, the Justin Quarleses and all those people that love Dak, gotta say, Dak, you fucking suck today.
And that's 2 weeks in a row that Dak Prescott just straight up.
Just ugly play. And if you do that in the playoffs, whether we do everything else perfect, that's going to kill us. Dak Prescott cannot do that. Dak Prescott, there's his pick, and that's not even being aggressive. That's just a shitty pass. Shitty pass, shitty decision. Probably, listen, a shitty play call. How you can't blame that on Kellen Moore. That's on Dak Prescott. They missed the extra point, so let me fix that. But they're trying to lose, and we're definitely giving the game away. But Dak looks like he's sucking Dak out there. Let's be real about it.
I know.
Come on. I love Dak Prescott, but he's sucking dick.
And Asmodeus, I guess you were right.
Let's hear it.
We not only didn't do anything with that pick, we basically just gave them the points.
They can't score.
We gave them the points that we just stopped on our defense.
Yeah, our defense
just gave it right back to
twice.
Them.
They held them to a field goal they missed, and held them to an interception in the end zone for what? For what?
By the way, King 919, I do have to read his comment here. He said Diggs is livid he didn't get that pick. He didn't even celebrate with the team. Like he was just mad because he was like, that should be my pick.
Because he knows T Green. He knows T Green. That's his pick right there. Hit up the chat because this is ugly as fuck, and I just want this game to be over.
Caveman said, "Can y'all acknowledge I was right and Dak is not it?"
I mean, Dak had a bad. Listen, you know how many times I've seen Brady with bad games and other guys with bad games? I mean, is Dak it? Let me ask you a question: is Trent Dilfer it? Is Trent Dilfer, Joe Flacco? Is he it? Because these guys won Super Bowls and Dak's better than both of those guys. Just saying. So we can sit here and pick at Dak is it or not. Well. There's a team. It's not the Dak Cowboys. It's the Dallas Cowboys.
Dak Prescott could have.
But he had a bad. This is a horrible fucking.
Dak could have the best stats in the world. Dak can do every single thing perfectly. That still doesn't take away everything else that's going on. But you can't deny the fact that in a lot of places this season specifically, where we look at Dak to be the kind of difference maker in a positive way, he's actually kind of done it the other way. This has probably been his roughest season as far as his whole comeback kid type of thing. He definitely has done better than Cooper Rush. No one's denying that. Right? I guess maybe a few people are denying that. Go ahead and have fun amongst yourselves in the chat.
That's the idiots. But yeah.
My point is that I still feel like for as good as Dak is, this is probably his worst good season, quote unquote. Dak has played very inconsistently. Very inconsistently.
He's playing aggressive
in a bigger way than he has in previous years. Because in previous years, it was more, consistently slightly above average. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like here, we're either getting like 110% of Dak or we're getting 5%.
Listen, I talk about the Eagle game and we're like, wow, what an amazing game he had. And then he plays like this.
And that's what I'm trying to say. It's that type of balance. Real quick, we have 2 drops back to back. Eugenius Bear with a $5 holler. And UTEP with a $2 holler. So first of all, Eugenius Bear said, can we make a deal? Chiefs offense and the Cowboys defense just merge and form a new team. So...
Oh, man, I wish.
Unfortunately, that will never happen for a lot of reasons, but mainly because Jerry Jones has to take credit for everything. Not for the losses, but only for the wins. Real quick, UTEP, with his $2 holler, said Dak is still asleep in his sleep number bed.
They just showed that commercial. You guys seen it. That's funny. That's funny, but also, unfortunately, I'm crying.
And that's where I feel like I have a hard time getting into some of the Dak criticism discussions because you can't properly criticize Dak without people doing what Caveman does all the time, just saying Dak's not it, Dak sucks.
Every time Dak has a horrible game or a horrible play, he sucks. But when Dak has a great game against Philly, it's like crickets. So,
and I don't know. I feel like realistically speaking, Dak.
I criticize Dak I don't give a fuck what anyone says, but I also give him props. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, and that's the fact. He's a top 10 quarterback that's having a shitty game right now. But this whole team's having a shitty game on offense. And again, this is where we're going to get in the playoffs. We're going to lose one and done easy. I'm talking about this is not even a chance. The Buccaneers are going to wipe the floor with us next week if this is the way we play. And if anybody doubts that, I dare you to doubt me. Because next week, if we play like this, we will lose by double digits against the Buccaneers. Facts. Right now, it's 13. We're losing double digits against the fucking shit-filled fucking Washington commode.
I feel like Dallas never really understood what kind of quarterback they had with Dak Prescott, and we still never really managed to find an offensive scheme that actually minimized his weaknesses and highlighted his benefits.
Well, I've been screaming that. First day one of My Cowboys Family, go back and watch our first videos, and you hear me say those exact words. It hasn't changed much. Isn't a little change, not much. Where is the under center stuff that works great when you can run Dak under center and roll him out on a bootleg, when you can extend plays with Dak, a rolling pocket? Those are the things where Dak can play action. We got a running backs to do play. Well, where is this? We got shotgun every fucking play, or run the ball stupidly up the gut every play. It's stupid. This is Kellen Moore overall failing, but each player in the system is failing as well. At least in this game. Dak looks, throws, high pass, probably another pick. Nope, incomplete. But Gallup, high pass by Dak. Dak's looking like a pile of shit in the blue jersey. I'm just being real. He looks like shit right now.
I agree.
And he's definitely helping us. He's definitely helping us lose this game.
I'm seeing a few people say it's the O-line again.
Come on, guys. Come on.
O-line is...
Stop sucking Dak's dick. I'm being real.
O-line could maybe be a little bit better there, but it's not... What I'm trying to say is, I have not seen the O-line fall apart so completely. Again, to me, it seems to be more of a coverage issue, because we saw Dak have 6, 7, 8 seconds running around, trying to find somebody that's open. Nobody was open.
Embarrassing game. Here's the return. Malign goes down to the ground. Kelvin Joseph, hopefully no flag. Because every play with him is a fucking flag.
I don't know how the fuck they're going to flag him for anything there, but I guess
good job. He didn't
right?
really keep the edge on that as a gunner there, but he has the speed to go back to the outside and catch Malign. Anyways, I digress. I can't talk because I'm getting very pissed off about this team. I'm looking at my screen. And you guys should be too. You guys should be concerned.
Yeah, look, guys, it's definitely not rigged.
Stop with the rig bullshit,
not
guys.
Rigged.
There ain't no rigs. If you think it's rigged, you're in conspiracy theory crazy world. And we don't do that here.
Cowboy Longhorn said, the Cowboys are down 13-0. Eagles are up 13-0. And that's why the Eagles are the division champs.
That's why they deserve it. Plain and simple. They earned it. We didn't.
Mary Alvarez with a $2 holler
Much love to Mary.
Brady's on his couch right now saying, this piece of cake.
Yeah, exactly. He's looking at this and figuring us out step by step pretty easily.
By the way, you know what Tampa did have the balls to do? Pull their starters.
Yeah, they pulled them in the halftime or in third quarter, early third.
Of course, they were, 10-10, so a little bit different there, but, still. Bobby Bottle saying here with this $2
Much
holler.
love. Did he drop it? I didn't see it. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Just dropped it now. He said, for the love of God, can we get across the 50-yard line?
Nope. The Cowboys want to make sure we don't do that.
Get on their territory.
This is ugly. And this defense, even though they are very good, they are kind of broken. We can't do anything about this.
Definitely have to hope it turns it around. By the way, there's Bobby Bottle's drop there. Shout out to everyone here, hanging with us, chilling with us. Not having
fun with us.
The game. Yeah, if you're having fun right now, you must be a Commander fan. So either
that, Commander's going to cry anyways.
Either
after
that,
the game.
or you take more joy in being right about certain players being bad than you do about actually wanting our team to succeed. Because I can tell you right now, you could put Kellen Moore as our fucking quarterback here. I still want the Cowboys to succeed, even knowing that they probably won't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying, I think too many people enjoy being right about things that are wrong on our team.
I think people get jealous about the money. That's all. They don't understand that even bad quarterbacks getting paid $40 million like Derek Carr. But hey, who am I? Who am I to break the news to these guys?
Don Oliver also saying, how do you explain how the Cowboys went from one of the best at pass protection to one of the worst?
Yeah,
coaching to avoid penalties.
This whole year, we've been 30th, 31st in pass protection. But that's not the reason why Dak threw that interception. That's Dak sucking dick, plain and simple. It's okay. You can love Dak. We love Dak. We can be critical about Dak.
It's
all right. We're all adults here.
Terrence Steele worth a lot more than we thought, huh?
Yep.
Because we got by without Tyron Smith. We got by.
Good point.
But we could not get by without Terrence Steele.
Tells you something.
I want to put this helmet on and hide. That's what it tells me. Anyway.
Back to the game.
Real quick, with $2 hollers, UTEP and Eugenius Bear just back to back.
4-yard gain for them. They're just embarrassing us.
Real quick, UTEP said, you might as well see how far Maher can kick it.
I love it. I love that idea,
right?
actually.
He goes from
Why not?
60.
Let's go for 7. Let's go for
funny,
75
It's funny
yarder.
how quickly we revert to all the bullshit things. Play action real quick.
Come on now, get out there. I mean, it's how
Washington, nothing. Oh,
still
did they get it out?
No,
there's incomplete.
I thought he caught it.
He caught it, but he was out of bounds.
All right, that's good.
So,
that's good he was out.
Real quick, so that was UTEP's $2 holler.
Woo.
Oh, did they score?
Niners scored again.
Niners scored again.
Everyone's winning but us.
Eugenius Bear with his $2 holler said, it's all rigged. The moon, the NFL, Pop's blue ribbon, all rigged. All rigged.
Paps.
Oh, man. So, real quick, Asmodeus also said, you don't put 50-plus up on another NFL team and then you look this bad. I say it's intentional. No.
Oh, God, no. That means nothing.
We are intentionally inconsistent. I mean, that's
that's obvious. The Cowboys are extremely inconsistent. No one's rigging that. We can't get a sack. Runs up the middle, gets the first, and this fucking first-year guy is just destroying our defense. And there's Tyler Coyle with the tackle, but gets the first down. Mike is holding his right thigh. I mean, that's what happens.
Mike is still on the ground.
That's what happens when you fuck around and find out. We said this all year. It didn't happen all year.
And look, guys,
it's not a surprise
I agree.
Anymore.
It's
just sickening.
Don, you're not the only one who's saying it. We have all been seeing it, not just in this game, but throughout the season. We know we're going to be held. We got to stop bitching and waiting for the refs to call the holding call.
They're not going to call it.
They're not going to call it. They haven't called it all year, haven't called it all season. Don't expect to call it now.
Yep, just don't expect it.
Got guys falling
wide
on the ground.
open. Deshaun Wright, horrible coverage. Wow. I mean, Deshaun Wright blew that coverage. Worse than Monica Lewinsky and Clinton.
She didn't blow her coverage.
She blew something.
So
I'm fixing the board. This is
no one's
to say.
The only reason we're still playing our starters now, and I hate to say it, stupid male pride. Ego and pride. That's it. Straight up. Put that bullshit to the side. Pull your guys, right? And accept your small dick energy today, Cowboys, because this is atrocious.
Well, McCarthy won't let that happen. He's going to play them out till they all get hurt.
And it feels like we're squandering.
There
you go. Armstrong.
There you go.
Again, it's funny. Like our backup guys on the D line have actually been doing
He's not a backup. He's a starter.
Oh, he's a starter. True.
Yeah, but I mean, I know he's a rotational guy. He comes out first out of the rotation. So I know what you mean. He's like a
look, backup is a misnomer when it comes to the D line. One of our many rotational players, But I know it felt. You're right. It was disrespectful to Armstrong to say it that way too, though. But the point is, it's nice to see the rest of the guys getting involved in the mix, not just Micah or Tank or whatever, right? We have guys like Fowler showing up today. What the fuck was that?
They get an extra yard at the end because we can't stop these guys.
Golston. We still haven't heard any updates on Watkins, actually. So let me actually quickly double check on that, just because, at this point, every banged up guy.
Yeah, that's the main news at this point is who's hurt.
Dak Prescott has 3 pick sixes. He's tied for the most in the NFL, and they all came after Week 15.
It's only been lately, not earlier. That's a shame.
Let me see. And of course, it sucks too, though, those pick sixes, like 2 of the 3 of those
30-11, by the way. 30-11. Yeah, 2 out of those. Good stop by the Cowboys. No flag. Damone Clark, nice tackle. No dumb flags, and we force a field goal here, so it'll be 16-0.
So, sorry, baby. I'm going to go ahead and leave you there. Let me see. By the way, real quick, it's also being reported that Jason Peters pulled the entire starting offense together and had some inspiring words for them on the sideline.
I'm sure he told them to say, "Wake the fuck up!"
I was going to say, I'm assuming a lot of the inspiring words were bitch, fuck, shit, motherfucker.
This guy can't make an extra point. Or 31 yards. He's attempting a 52-yarder slide.
This one he'll make, watch.
Oh, yeah. No!
Oh, good! It bonks out! That Cowboy, you know what? All the luck we had on special teams, we just pushed it all into that kicker.
This is pitiful, though, that we need this kind of shit. We need the field goal. We need 2 missed field goals and a missed extra point to feel good about ourselves after this display a week before we're entering the playoffs.
I don't feel good about anything here.
I'm like, yeah, you guys.
Said, might as well do a 2023 mock draft stream.
Are you ready for it?
No.
I know. I'm fucking around. Jesus Christ. I understand.
I'm definitely not anywhere close to ready for that right now. So
I understand, though.
Oh, man. Look, the turnover situation, like I said, I'm... At this point, how do you...
I'm listening.
Change it? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know what's causing it other than Dak fucking up. How do you fix Dak fucking up? How do you fix that? How do you adjust for that? What do you do?
Kellen Moore got to be more in tune to his offense. That's the way you get fixed that. And Dak's got to be better. He's got to be better. There's no more... You can't make... Listen, we're called Dak lovers, but I'm telling you, you cannot just keep giving Dak excuses because you feel good, because you love Dak. You got to call him out because he's fucking playing like shit. If Dak plays like this, along with everybody else, if Dak and everybody else plays like this, we're going to be one and done, and I'm talking about easy. Easy money in the first round. Against a shitty Buccaneers team that has a great quarterback and a shitty team.
No, I'm still looking for the injury update here for Watkins. I'm not really
battery
seeing
died. I'll be back. Oh, look at that. John, what's his name? Ridgeway. Hurt right now for
we got a 91 and a 91.
2nd and 7. I'll be right back.
So, here. I guess I'll double check that here in just a moment. By the way, guys, I know not
bad news coming.
I was going to say, we're not exactly having a fun or a good time here, but I do always appreciate hanging with you guys and chatting it up and having a good time with you guys here. So, 7 minutes in the second quarter. Dak goes back for a pass, bombs it deep, down the field, no way.
Coverage.
Noah Brown obviously can't make the catch.
Double team, though.
Yeah, but I know he was being double teamed. No flags, right? Just a big bomb down the field. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, that's, I would say good job by the defense, but, Noah Brown didn't really have a good angle there to try to catch it. Dak did put it in a pretty decent spot there, though. But
for a double team, he split.
Yeah, so it is what it is, though. CeeDee Lamb maybe could have gotten that, but anyway, 3rd and 7 here now for our Cowboys. Can we officially enter some Washington territory here?
Well, another lovely 3rd and 7. Dak going down the field, attacking, overthrows CeeDee Lamb.
We attempt the same play with CeeDee Lamb this time.
Triple coverage.
No good there.
Hear the boos coming, the boo birds.
Yeah, time to punt.
But this is what happens. And again, Dak has his faults, but the way we're running this offense today, guys, we're running the ball every fucking time on 2nd down and 9, 2nd and 10. Let's run, guys. Let's run. Almost every time this year, we are the second most team to do that.
Well, we didn't run there.
No, but we threw 2 bombs. 2 bombs to what? To show ego, dominance. We're the best. What kind of fucking bullshit is this? We ain't shit.
Can we just bench our
We're playing
starters?
A team that is 7-8-1 and is missing the playoffs because they played horribly the last fucking 2 months of the fucking season. Month and a half to see they suck. And we are going into the playoffs and we are having trouble with our starters against their backups. This happened against Tennessee. They're not in the playoffs. We struggle against their backups. And we had our starters.
Just to put it in perspective, right now San Francisco is up 14-13. So the Cardinals are still only a point back.
Yeah.
Right? Eagles are still up 13-3 or something like that. 13-0. Sorry. So that means the Washington Commanders are playing like the Eagles right now. That makes us like the Giants. Just to like we're trying to compare. And remember
the Eagles have their starters in. Washington actually has their backups in, and a lot of their back. And remember, the Giants, they have their backups in. We have our starters in. Just disgusting. Run to the left and then back into the A gap. They get 4 yards. They get 4 nice right? solid yards. No problem. 4 yards, nothing against our defense.
House Nelson said 1 goose egg versus 13 burgers. The problem is that the goose egg is coming at the end of the season when you expect your team to at least be playing halfway decent.
Isn't it something, though, that, like, this game could be or should be 24-0. We haven't crossed midfield yet. There's nothing here on this team, especially on offense, that we can say, yeah, we could have. Oh, wait, no, we didn't do shit. We've done everything wrong. Play call bad, run bad, throw bad, block bad. We're bad across the board on offense. Horrible on offense. On defense, we're having trouble stopping the run. Special teams are horrible. This is a horribly played. I will say one thing: a horribly played game against a horrible team. and we're only down 13-0.
Actually, I was going to say, our defense isn't playing all that bad.
They're not.
The problem is that, obviously, like we expected, our secondary is getting gashed. Of course it is. Of course it is. Again, not like that's exactly what we expected. We just didn't expect us to basically hand them everything else on a silver platter to make that become such an issue.
Agreed. That's what we've done.
3rd and 4.
Cowboys coming up. There's Curse in his linebacker spot with Coyle, Tyler Coyle, and going in there, a little pressure.
Great pressure,
but
not enough.
This Howell gets out of it, gets the first down.
Another first down.
And slides. No one gets it. Everyone's a second too short on him. All teams have to do is just watch these kind of games that we're having struggles with. Tennessee, Washington. Watch them. Watch them. Watch us against the Colts and against the Bears. Watch us against the teams we've struggled for 3 quarters. Watch them. And easy to beat this team on defense and offense.
It just concerns me that we're having so many struggle games again.
Against
now
shitty competition.
Towards the end of the season.
Against shit competition. People are going to say, well, there's no video on these guys. It don't fucking matter. Why are we not able... What's so good about Sam Howell that he can escape every fucking pressure?
You need film on a JV squad? Really?
Come on, where's the pressure here? We should be collapsing this shit.
There we go.
Finally
gets the sack.
Digizua gets in there. I mean, Micah got triple teamed. He still almost got the sack, but Micah's getting pissed. He's getting very frustrated, Micah Parsons. I'm realizing this. He's getting very frustrated. Either he's getting held or triple teamed every single play. Here, boom, boom. I mean, he's at least double teamed consistently. Redmen are in the house.
And thank you, Redman.
With
a
$2
holler.
Han Solo.
I know. Saying thank you, Carissa Thompson, for picking the Cowboys to win.
Sure.
I don't know who that is, but thank you for picking the Cowboys to win.
Picking him to win don't mean shit. I want to see him win. So there's Jabril Cox missing a tackle. But at least he got helped make the stop.
Basically stopped them for no gain.
He helped get the stop. He helped force a stop there. I'll put Redmen are here on the board, tied with Snug X in 27th place.
But yeah, let me go ahead and kind of hit up a few comments here in the chat as well. T Green saying, I'd rather Dak play terrible today and play great in the wild card weekend.
Agreed, but definitely doesn't inspire confidence. He needs to wake up.
Okay, MCF, if y'all really want to go into the playoffs playing like a team with no heart and no soul, the starters can't even get a first down. I don't think anyone wants to go to the playoffs going like
I don't want that, but that's what we're seeing. I'm just saying that what's going on. 3rd and 14. Cowboys, a little blitz, a 5-guy rush.
Great pressure,
jumps it down. We got to get the stop. We do. Force a punt here about 4th and 3, 4th and 4. So Logan Thomas gets the catch.
Hey, I'll take every defensive stop. We need it.
Listen, all I know is this. We got 3 minutes left before halftime. Mm-hmm. Can the Cowboys get some? I'll take a field goal. I'll take a fucking field goal. That's how pitiful this game is. I'll take a field goal. Micah's out there just like he looks exhausted every single 5 seconds. Leon Lett, assistant defensive line coach, saying, listen, thank you for giving your life up for our team, because I don't know who else is doing this on this team right now. Here we go,
guys. We have no points on the board, and we're about to head into halftime here in about a few minutes.
Turpin, here he goes. He
trying
gets
to
this
do something.
I mean, great move there, but only got an extra 2 yards. Again, you can see that you can see him make something big later on. Maybe in the playoffs. Maybe that's where Turpin comes out. But
you know what?
We stopped hitting that horn after this fumble today. There's the conversation, and he's screaming at Dak Prescott too. He's screaming at everyone.
Everyone, the whole offense.
Yeah, not just the offensive line. He's screaming at the whole offense.
And he said he took it personally because he feels, again, as a captain for this game, he's like, no, I have to step up and be a leader here.
Yeah, well, good. Let's see the fucking team step up. 2:37 to go. Do no stupid mistakes from you, Dak. And everybody just do your fucking jobs. Boom. CeeDee Lamb. Look, they read that. They knew which way he was going. They knew which way he was going to lean to. Dak got the pass nicely to CeeDee Lamb. He always bounced it outside. They didn't fall for it, Washington. They're watching their tape. So they know what the fuck they're doing out there, guys.
Now, Asmodeus said, MCF, you say it's not sabotage, yet you're able to see things that if you were the coach that you wouldn't do.
Yeah, I've been seeing it all year, though.
Ooh,
it's not just this game. Great catch by CeeDee Lamb for the first down. 2-minute warning, and now we go into our 2-minute drill from here on out. But let me hit Zodius again, because I want to make sure I answer it properly. Tell you why it's not rigged. It's something I've been seeing this the whole 2 years from this offense and this team. Some things I expect our coaches to change. Do you think Jerry Jones is rigging the whole NFL? You think that he's rigging a Cowboy team? He wants us to lose. I mean, what I'm trying to say is.
Again, remember,
that's insanity talk.
Sabotage comes in many different forms, and I'll give you one very funny as fuck example. Lovie Smith today.
But that's an obvious one.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying it was sabotage because he just did his job, right? His job is to win games. His job is to win games and have teams prepared or whatever. So you can't get mad at Lovie Smith for doing what he did.
People might not know what he did. Lovie Smith pulled his team to a victory. The Texans. Where's Eastside? I know he must love it, right? They won, but they gave away the first round pick. The first overall pick in the draft is now to the Bears. All they had to do was lose the game. And I understand winning, but Lovie Smith is going to be fired, probably. That's the word. Now he's definitely getting fired. He knew this. He said, I'm doing my job. I don't care. So he went out there. He got the fucking win at the last second against the Colts. And now they lose the first round pick. The owners are pissed. But hey, Lovie Smith's not going to be coaching there.
But yeah, we obviously give a lot of credit to the coaching staff for, doing the proper things to keep this team together. But yeah, we obviously call a lot of shit on the coaching staff because they start off the game already on the wrong foot by winning the coin toss and not choosing to defer. And that's what we're trying to say. Like, there are just some basic coaching things that it's hard to look past. You are setting up your team for a bad situation.
They claim analytics, yet they use their feelings. They use their gut instincts. And you know what? Their gut instinct to try to show we got an offense that can dominate is embarrassing when you get the ball and winning the coin toss. That's not... You're supposed to actually have a good offense.
And stop trying to make your offense happen. It's not going to happen.
Second half is when the offense gets better. Stop fucking forcing the bullshit narrative that don't... Every week you keep failing it. And then the next week they do it again like, now it's going to happen. No fuck. You ain't fooling me. And then 1 week they have a good one.
Yeah.
And the next week the defense...
From all the times the Cowboys have tried this, I think it went our way like once.
I know.
Once.
It's just idiotic. And that's just a very... Look, that's not the reason why we win or lose, but our team is so...
It's a great example of the coaching staff and how they contribute.
The team is so fragile they can't even bounce back from that because the coaches are playing almost against the strengths of our team. So look, that's when people say, as Modia says, well, it's got to be rigged because blank. No, because of blank, because of these issues we keep seeing. There's a million reasons it could be outside of the very, very small chance that this whole thing is rigged. I don't think so. In fact, I'll bet my life on it's not rigged. But I will say this. It's called poor. People do their job. Everyone's working. And you know people that do a good job on their job and bad jobs on their job.
Yeah, how many of your coworkers suck, right?
Yeah.
Like, just think about that for a moment.
I'm just saying
and
right now.
remember that the NFL probably works similar.
We got coaches that suck as well as players, but coaches that suck that don't do their jobs to the way they maybe should. Adjust the way they should. Rick M knows. Part of the family. First down, catch. Come on, keep running, Dalton. Don't fuck around. It ain't blow the whistle. First down, Cowboys are going to keep it. Minute 45, the clock just keeps ticking.
I'll take
Much
that.
love. Welcome to the family, brother. Appreciate you. By the way, Jason Renfro got Damar Hamlin 3 represented right there. So a $3 drop, you take over the stream, boss. Don't box everybody out, guys. We got the wild card game coming up. Box any outside.
Is that a timeout or are they reviewing that?
They're probably reviewing it as he was down. There's no reason for the Cowboys to call timeout there. We got 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
We're finally in Washington territory. I think we are. Maybe not. But we're looking to see. I think he was touched, and then they didn't blow the whistle, so he kept going. He's touched there.
They didn't blow the whistle.
Yeah, he's touched, and he's down. He was touched.
He should be down there, so it should not be technically a first down. It should be a second and...
When he touched him, he didn't get him anymore. Like, he touched him right here. See that left arm? The left hand pushed him down. So now he's down to the ground, and now Johnson goes and grabs him again, but when he grabs him, he's already off the ground.
I know. I mean, no offense, that's fucked up, just because, like, if somebody got hurt after that,
I know.
I'd be really pissed off, because the ref should have blown the whistle after that initial contact.
Are they saying he fumbled? What's going on? I mean, this is not that big of a deal. He's down there.
Yeah, why are they, no offense, why are they talking about this?
We're not at midfield, though, anymore. now we're not at midfield. We're behind midfield still.
I know. It should revert to a 2nd and 4.
Eagles are up 16-0 right now. And the Niners are up 14-13 over the Cardinals. They go back a couple yards.
By the way, Schultz is also wearing that.
Him and Pollard are the ones, we've talked about that. Him and Pollard are the ones that wear it. And it helps against concussions.
You see, so now the ref's telling McCarthy the inevitable reality, and McCarthy's like, yeah, but you motherfuckers didn't blow the whistle for another 6 yards, so, like,
and he's gonna say that's why you booth review it.
Oh, man, we just can't catch a break. So anyway, long story short,
why are we forcing breaks?
Just like lots of
why
other
don't we
jobs.
Earn it?
Also, did you ever work a job where maybe, like, the boss's son was now your boss, even though he was, like, 12?
Kellen Moore. I'm sorry, what?
Just say.
An unearned job, like Kellen Moore. I'm just saying, like, that's a general issue there.
Yeah, Kellen Moore is a nepotism baby.
Yeah.
So, anyway. We're here. Now, it is the year 2022.
Okay.
Our Dallas Cowboys
it's
are
not 2022, baby. It's actually 2023.
It's 2023.
Yeah,
it's 2022 season.
You're back a year.
It's still the 2022 season.
2022-23 season.
I'm still right.
That's what it's called. Hit the chat, baby. We're
waiting
for this dumb booth review.
Why are they taking so long with this? House Nelson said, I found out the thing around their neck keeps the blood. Yeah, so we
talked about that. We had a whole episode about that here in MCF, guys.
So yeah, apparently it's supposed to help keep the pressure in their heads and prevent concussions. Yeah. So
it's like a little bubble around their brain.
The hands team, right? Oh, someone said, who was it? Push in the bush. Eugene is there. Oh, let me see here. Don Oliver said, what team has the highest percentage of deferring? Off the top of my head, I'm not sure because
I'm sure we're up there.
I would like to, if anything, I
wise.
think it's probably easier to know what teams win the toss and don't defer. Like, I feel like that stat is probably easier to find because overwhelmingly, like 8 out of 10 teams.
So not a first down, second down.
Okay, but they're resetting the game clock at least.
Yeah, we get to 44 seconds, 155. And then they got to blow the whistle. We got to get right back on that ball. Let's go. We are 145, and then on the whistle it starts. Okay. Remember that. So
all that, like again, that
all
review
that
did not have to take that long, but I'll take that extra timeout anyway, I guess. You're right. We are not on Washington territory. Now we're on Washington territory.
As long as he holds it.
Michael Gallup does hold it.
Yes, gets
the first down. We are officially on their 49. Driving. Cowboys are hustling. Dak is calling the plays.
Flipping babies on and changing them. Let's see here.
Looks like Pollard there.
Dak in a shotgun. Looks like Zeke is the guy. Dak's going about 15 yards. Overthrow. Thank goodness. Dalton Schultz knocked it down because that was an interception.
Again.
Dak is off full. He's off full. At both those things. He's off today and he's awful. Today he's having a very bad game. He got to get right for the playoffs.
Mr. Illadelph has a question.
Yes.
MCF and wife, is this the outcome because the NFC East games are so strange because the coaches know each other's game plans well?
And you see, like the I was thinking about that. The Niners and the
Cardinals. You pointed out 2 plays that were absolutely
they knew us.
They knew what we were going to do.
But the Cardinals and Niners, they're in 13-14 game. They got backups. God damn it. Schultz got to look for that a little better.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Dak, and Schultz just did not
I'm gonna look at it again because I looked on the outside. He still hit his hand, but I think the problem there is the blitz came from the right, and Dak hit that spot. That's the right look for Dak, but either the ball was off or Schultz didn't turn around fast enough. But I do like the Cardinals and Niners. The Cardinals have the backups, and they're 1 point down against a damn good team. So that's a similar situation where they kind of know each other. That does make a difference. We're still playing way below what we're supposed to be doing out there. Dak's going back, 3rd and 10. Another long 3rd down. This time first down by Schultz. This time keeping his eyes open. Makes the catch. Makes the first down. Yes. Call the TO. And they take a little breather. 1:05. No, we're not going to call timeout because the Cowboys want to. We want to make sure our guys get hurt. The coaching staff. I mean, I don't really like that too much. We got 3 timeouts. Everyone's tired. We're going to dump it down. Right. There's T.Y. Hilton. First down.
Now we call timeout, please.
There's no need to keep rushing this thing. What are we doing?
Thank you. Okay, someone call timeout now. Someone.
There it is. Cowboys call timeout. I mean, we're stretching that. You seen guys running back like Pollard, Gallup going back to the huddle. He's out of breath.
Look, I'm guessing part of it, too, is you got to remember, we play a lot better when we are in that quick tempo.
I
the Cowboys are trying to see what they can squeeze out of that.
1,000% agree, but at a certain point, your own players start to fall.
If we only had 2 timeouts, I could maybe see that argument. We have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, but now we have 2 because we just called it. With under 30 seconds?
We're just on the cusp of field goal range, too.
No. I
guess we're in field goal range now.
No, with Maher, we're in field goal range. Easy.
That TY play there. Definitely.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, but that Schultz play got us the first down, but I would not put us in field goal range there.
TY got us another first down. We basically got 20-plus yards from the midfield. So, yeah, right now we're at the 26-yard line.
Keep it pushing.
Let's go. Motion there for, who's that, Schultz? Dak's looking, got time. Dak's looking.
A weird little dump off play there to CeeDee Lamb for an incomplete,
which was probably for the best, but it just didn't look like a good pass or a good catch. It looked like he still hit his hands. It looked off.
Weird, yeah.
Yeah, this is what our team looks like today. Off. They're off today.
Yeah. By the way,
especially offense.
Quick update since we are here. Looks like Philly is heading 16-0 into halftime. San Francisco still up 14-13, also heading into halftime because all the games right now are at 30 seconds or less, more or less.
We're at 44.
We're at 44.
Shotgun for Dak. We got 3 trips right and 2 left with Pollard as being a receiver on the left side. They only got 4 guys coming in, so it's a 4-man rush. Dak's looking. Throw into the end zone. Looks like he was held. Schultz, but no hold.
Yeah, no flag, though. But, again.
3rd and 10. Another tough 3rd down.
I was going to say something, and then I changed my mind because I didn't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to say it. But you guys know I'm thinking it, and I'll say it after, depending on how this goes.
Well, 39 seconds. Now 3rd and 10. I still say you got to get those 3 points, but you know what the Cowboys might do here? You might not love this.
Oh, I know what they're probably going to do.
They're probably going to dump it down, get 7 or 8 yards, call timeout, and go for it on 4th down.
Disagree. They're going to go for another deep bomb somehow here because they got the field goal. So
that'd be, and that you're probably right. That's the Garrett way of thinking. Flag
on us.
Yep.
Who moved?
False start. Let's hear. Talk about shooting yourself in the goddamn foot.
Give our own selves a nut check.
It's like we want to test our team how bad we are. What? That sucked. Dak's 8 of 19. Horrible game. 65 yards passing for Dak. They know us and Dak's off. Oh. So we didn't get a flag. I'm assuming.
We called a timeout.
We called a timeout to stop the flag, I guess. I'm not sure.
Or I'm assuming the timeout was called when the penalty was
that's what I mean,
being committed. So
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm thinking it was a close call. I'm not sure, though. They're still giving us the penalty because they just took it out the field.
No flag. No flag.
All right.
The timeout came in right at the nick of time, I guess. So Eugenia Spear said, "This is worse than having to dance with the ugly cousin at a wedding."
That's a good one.
I agree.
Another one. But it is that bad.
Oh, another touch. Yep. Niner gang came in here to let us know there's another touchdown there by the Niners. So
congrats to them. They're doing their job to get that second seed.
If I see a starter come in after this halftime,
3rd and 10.
Upset.
Dak's getting stripped. He gets out of it. He's running. Gets the 1st down. Falls on the right shoulder. Timeout. Oh, no timeout. No timeout
we're
needed.
trying to yeah, we do call a timeout, or maybe Washington does, which would be
we have control of the clock. We can spike it and stuff. So I think the Cowboys are calling timeout. I know Snug X has got the takeover coming, baby. It's not a. They're not giving the 1st down.
No, it's a 2nd and inches. That's why McCarthy went. Oh,
no, it should be a 4th and inches.
True, that
Snug
was 3rd
X
down.
Dropping that big 3. Again, Damara Hamlin representation.
Takes
Snug
over.
X
The stream boss. He said, and go Cowboys. Well, hopefully we can into the end zone here. God damn it.
Yeah, he gets out of the bottom of the barrel here. Snug X breaks the tie. I just don't see how all that happens right there where Dak falls. And look at this. That's the kind of shit I don't want to see Dak doing in a game that's this meaningless at this point. Like, I don't want to see this. Like, I don't want to see that happen. That's
unnecessary.
The kind of shit. And again, he's okay now, so we're like,
it is
okay.
also a 4th and 1.
Shut up, MCF. So, yeah, he's okay.
Because we didn't get the 1st down, now we got to think about it very carefully because we got to go for it.
We're going for it, and we got no timeouts in 32 seconds. It's almost like they want to lose. Doesn't it feel like the Cowboys kind of want to lose?
The problem is that now we're getting too cute because now with no timeouts, we got to go for it, get the 1st down.
We're probably going to throw it, baby.
Looks like we're just running Dak right up. Yeah, it's just a Dak
little... That's a 1st down. Now we got it. But how long will we probably set it up? And there's going to be 5 seconds on the clock. It's almost useless if you can't get another playoff. Let's go.
Which we lined up pretty quickly. Okay, come on. Get the fuck off Zach Martin,
I'm telling you. If they're going to do this, I told you, there'll be 10 seconds left. We're going for it. We're not even going to spike it. We're just going to hit the end zone. Cannot take a sack, throw it out of bounds if you have to. And there's 10 seconds left.
It's all right. We got one more play.
You got to hit the end zone.
I know.
Cannot throw interception.
That's fine.
And then you kick the field goal. It was very sloppy. Very sloppy, though. The whole thing's sloppy.
We played sloppy from our first decision made.
But nothing's getting fixed. It's like the sloppiness continues.
Look.
It's like when you puke, and then you see somebody else, and that person sees you puke, and they puke. And then the other person, it's like it never stops.
All I need is to not see a single starter when we come back in halftime. That's it. I'm not asking for much.
Get ready to see a bunch of starters when we come back from halftime. I'm just being real. You're going to see starters when we come back from halftime. Don't fool yourself.
Pointlessly trying
Dak
to prove
looking, cannot take a sack, go to the end zone, touchdown!
Touchdown!
CeeDee Lamb, baby. That's what we're talking about time. You attack. That's the aggressive Dak that we like to see. That's the way you got to attack that pass there by Dak Prescott.
And that's it. We are, unfortunately, you're right. You know what that does do? That means we probably will be seeing starters.
Yep. Oh, yeah, maybe. We're going to see starters either way. You're fooling yourself, baby.
I'm allowed to dream and believe what I want to believe.
But
okay?
You're wrong.
I find it very hard to believe that we would be playing our starters if we were 13-3 heading into halftime.
We will 100% be playing our starters. 13-7 or 13-3. We'll see. Right now it's 13-6.
I know.
Let's get this. He missed it. I'm saying let's get this because everyone's missing it today. We literally missed it. I'm telling you, we want to lose. Everyone's talking about Maher. Hey, he got out of his bad kick. I don't mind it. Whatever.
He's
now get ready for overtime, baby. Get ready for overtime now. Now it's an overtime game. If
we go into overtime, I'm gonna find a paper bag. I'm gonna put it over my head, and I'm gonna finish all of overtime with that paper bag over my head. At that point, I'll get a plastic bag because we all deserve to choke and die on this bullshit. Like,
holy shit! Hit the
I'm
chat
laughing because
through the tears.
I was that kid who got in trouble and would laugh, not because I thought it was funny, but because it's like we're fucked, and that's how I feel right now. Just a little overwhelmed.
Listen,
with the
I'm
bullshit.
over the anger. It's comical to me. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see
No
injuries.
I'm being specific. I'm saying if this game ends up in overtime, yes, it would be that bad. If the game goes into overtime, it is absolutely that bad, and we do deserve to put a paper bag over our heads. Because you know what that means too? It's our starters in overtime. It's not our backups. It's not like Cooper Rush and the crew.
6 seconds. Kickoff by Maher. I know you're.
I can't let myself get too into it because then it's like a rabbit hole of.
Let's see. They're gonna take a knee here. They
anyway.
should. Yeah, Niners scored 21-13 at halftime. Eagles 16-0 halftime. We are losing 13-6 at halftime.
We did need that touchdown though, hands down.
No,
that
listen,
was very necessary.
It's great to have as long as no one gets hurt because I don't care. Dak Prescott jumping for that first down and hurting his shoulder. I'd rather not get any points.
The lunatic is being a little optimistic here. He's like, now with that touchdown, the starters with a positive note. Like, basically, like, call it curtains for the starters. We scored. We did something nice. Take them off the field,
very positive. Right? Oh, positivity. I like the positivity, Mr. Lunatic, but facts are facts. You're going to see the Cowboys come back. And because of, like you said, baby, it is about, and you say male ego, but it's just ego, pride.
It happens to be men playing this game of football,
of the pride of the cowboy mindset, the pride of the you know what I'm saying, and I say cowboy mindset, the way the cowboy players are being taught and told by McCarthy. It's great, except for this situation. Maybe not the greatest thing, especially if you end up losing the game. Boy, that would suck. So I'm just saying, like, to me, this is one of those situations that, yeah, I know what I prefer to see at this point happen with our starters, but the reality is McCarthy, the Joneses, they want their product. The Joneses want their product on the field. So real quick, kind of an impromptu poll. Do you guys think the Cowboys not will they? Do you think the Cowboys should pull their starters now? Coming back from halftime, drop a 1 in the chat if you think yes. Drop a 2 in the chat if you think no. Oh, go ahead, Mr. FCF. What's the question? Tell me the question.
Okay. Will the Cowboys pull their starters, or do you think the Cowboys should pull their starters? Right. Now, because again, that's why I said I have 2 questions, right? And the good thing is the poll gives you 4 options. So one is, yes, I think they should pull their starters. No, I think they don't. And then, of course, the other 2 options where, yes, I think they should pull them, but no, I don't think they will. Or no, I don't think we got to get that close. Let me just say yes or no. Do you want to? Do you think they should or not? Because whether or not they will or not, we know they're going to keep them in. I feel like those 4 things. It's 1. Now it's too much, then. No, I'm just saying it's going to be too much for me to write it out right now. I just wanted to make a quick one. 1 or 2, it's like simple. You know what I mean? Like, do you think the Cowboys should pull? Do you think that our Dallas Cowboys should pull? So, and again, right now it's actually pretty split. Right? So, a lot of people are saying, Cowboy Longhorn agrees with the lunatic, ending on that touchdown, like, that's it. You did what you had to do to pull the starters. I don't give a fuck. Pull the starters, right? Other people are saying 2. No, don't pull them. No. They need to get us out of this rut. If they ran a perfectly well run, basically if we come out of offense, out of this halftime and do a really great offensive drive and put some points on the board, then yes. So, but the point is they still had to play some, not a second half. I mean, we're getting specific here. So, I know. It's okay. So, again, like I said, to me, I know Mr. FCF is putting up the poll with the 2 options, but I do feel like it's one thing about, how do we personally feel? Would you want the starters pulled or not? And then the other side of things is, do you think the Cowboys will pull the starters or not? Although most of us are obviously thinking the Cowboys will not be pulling their starters, like, overwhelmingly so. So, which is really where that poll is just a little bit more useless because most of us don't think the Cowboys are going to rest their guys. Yeah, so, with that too, once we officially drop the poll here in the chat, there it is.
I just did a quick one for you guys. So,
here we go.
Yes or no? What do you think?
I want to make sure I'm the first vote there. There we go. Perfect. So now Mary Alvarez said, yeah, the Cowboys got us into this mess. Now these motherfuckers got to get us out. Like the starters have to go out there.
Is it worth for the injury chance though? Is my question. Is it worth for the injury chance?
We're already here.
I guess. I mean, I'm
just asking. We're already here, right? So Cowboys Abroad said no, they haven't earned the right to be off today.
See, I can go with that.
So they have not. Yeah, they have not earned the right to rest their starters. Another fair point.
I can dig that.
So, BB13 said, at least try to tie the game with the starters and then get Tyron out for sure. So, again, to me, you pull one, you pull them all. Like, you can't leave Dak out there with a less than ideal offensive line when our already supposed to be very good offensive line is struggling to protect him, So, like, there's no half measures here. Either they all go for the most part or, they all stay.
Well, I agree. You can't leave Dak out there hanging. You can't leave Dak out there hanging with a bunch of half your offensive line starters. And when you take your offensive line out, you take Dak out. Mm-hmm. Or vice versa. You take Dak out, you take your offensive line out.
So, yeah, I see Cannon Bros agrees with you. Dak already landed on his bad shoulder. He did not like that.
Don't need to see that. Do not need to see that.
Caveman said, I tried to rob a bank, but I only got $10. That's the equivalent of not playing starters because they got a touchdown at the end of the first half.
Very.
I'm laughing at that.
I'm gonna say both sides made great points because I kind of want to rest them. I don't want injuries, but I also think they need to get out of this mentally. But at the same time, getting out of it mentally, that's great. But then it's gonna help us through the long run. What's gonna hurt us more if we just walk away with our heads down and maybe they think about this a little longer and then focus for next week and try to rebound from this bullshit, or win this game, come back, and then say, yeah, we're really great. Like, I think that might hurt us more.
If our team needs the second half of this game in order to play well mentally in the playoffs, we have already failed.
We're sad.
We have already failed. And nothing that we do now will impact the playoffs other than how healthy we are. To me, knowing that the 5th seed was basically the best we were going to do, and we still had a chance. That's why I said I understood why the starters were playing. I wasn't even necessarily, of the mindset of don't play the starters at all. But once it became pretty fucking evident that we are going to be the 5th seed and that was not going to change, going into halftime now, it's like a 99% chance that that's going to be the case, one way or the other. Jesus fucking Christ, how stupid are you? I'm sorry, that to me is just a very basic coaching decision. If you're not going to pull all your starters, at least be smart with the 1-2 starters that are banged up right now. Micah Parsons playing at all in this game is an absolute crime against humanity. Because Micah Parsons has been playing banged up and hurt now for weeks.
But I think that the Cowboys...
That to me is a bigger problem.
So I think the coaches... Let me explain what's going to happen. The coaches, I believe, they want to have them play it out, grit it out, and win the game. And I understand... Hold on. In the locker room, that does make a difference. But if that's what they need, we're in trouble. What I'm trying to say, if that's what they need, we're in trouble. But that does make a difference mentally for these players. I get it. Also, the players want to play. Micah Parsons wants to be in there. Not just for the stats, but just he wants to help his team win. That's the way he is. Most of these guys are like that. Dak is like that.
Kids also want candy for breakfast. Does that mean you give them candy for fucking breakfast?
I don't care.
The coaches still have to go out there and be coaches and put their foot down and say, fuck no.
But the coaches want that. They want that's my point. It's like parents saying, go ahead and eat all the candy for breakfast.
Candy for breakfast, then, I guess.
But that's what the coaches are. That's my point.
I know.
My point is that
I'm frustrated. I'm not
McCarthy
disagreeing.
and all they're going to say, we got to grind it out and win this game. The players like, fuck yeah, let's do this. They might all feel like they need it. Maybe they do. But in the locker room, as a player, you do know that you need this. You can't. It's a bad taste in your mouth. So I understand that, but I also know that we cannot have an injury. We cannot have suffer any more injuries.
Let me hit up the chat again because you guys are bringing up some good points on both sides, right? So DeLunatic said, we wanted a good start, we didn't get it. Now play a smart move and rest your starters for Tampa Bay. Also, MCF and MCW were doing 2 jersey giveaways for the wild card and 2 other prizes.
What?
So puro pinche Cowboys. First of all, thank you so much, The Lunatic. Make sure to hit us up. And by the way, I didn't want to read because the Mosh Man texted me real quick. He's saying, y'all must be going insane live because we look like pathetic garbage. So I just that cracked
Big
me up.
ups to Mosh.
I didn't get to read that right in the moment because we were yelling
ourselves.
Garbage,
yes.
So
yes, much love, Mosh, and yes. Just hit us up, Lunatic, and we're setting it up. We're gonna have the star level raffle, which is a different raffle, right? That's just for the star level members. You want to get into that? You hit that join membership, whatever. You can check it out if you guys want to find out more information. But then we're gonna have another raffle now. I think two jerseys, 2 more jerseys.
There you go. And by the way, I was actually gonna debut
for the
a jersey this weekend.
Yes.
But I'm saving it for the playoffs because it's nice. It's nice. Anyway, real quick. Mary Alvarez said, I wish the Cowboys would understand how inconsistent they are. I think they have a mentality of everything's unicorns and rainbows. Caveman said, I said the starters should play the first half and rest the second half, but after the performance, I don't see how you can sit them. And again, we basically boxed ourselves into this position.
Yeah.
Aztec Aguilar 04 saying, we haven't had a balanced team since the Vikings and Colts game. Why can't we be consistent like that? Is it that hard?
Yes, for this team it is. For this, not for good teams. And there's not many teams that are consistent.
What I gotta say is,
the Eagles.
That's a fair point as well. He said they want to make their extra cash. Players obviously have a big financial incentive to want to play as well, so that we can't discount that either. Jason Renfro, by the way, with $1 holler, a classic Go Cowboys there. Cowboys Abroad also adding in there. We're playing like shit. We got to. We've got to get this team together. Like we can't exit this game with our starters being so disjointed.
But week 18, should we even be at this point? Is that what we need to make a run in the playoffs?
I think the point is that whether it's week 18 or whatever, it's obviously more relevant now because of the playoffs. But you can't. It's hard to go out on such a shitty note and have your team feel confident and feel ready. Like however it goes, we have to go out hopefully on a top note. Right?
I agree.
So, Matt Persico said, what if Dallas does post starters and Cooper Rush starts lighting up Washington? Then obviously that means Cooper Rush has to start in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, gotta happen.
Smody says, since you put it that way, FCW, that's a damn good observation. To me, the only real gripe I have as far as, the way our coaching staff is organized, like I said, I feel like sometimes the coaches should have had a firmer hand, like last year with Ezekiel Elliott, right? The fact that they knew Zeke was banged up and hurt, and the fact that no one said, Zeke, sit on the bench. You know why? Because I'm the one that tells you what to do. I don't give a fuck who you are.
You know why it's allowed?
And I don't mean this comparison in a disrespectful way, but I've always thought of the structure of sports and at least football in a very military style way, in the sense that the only way that it works, it has to be a top-down approach. The people here have to listen to whoever's up here telling them what to do. It doesn't matter if they're telling you to do something fucked up, right? You have to follow the game plan as it's laid out for you. And it just kind of has to go that way.
You made some great points.
Lowered steam. Thank you for summing it up.
Much love to you. Welcome to the family. And Jason Renfro with that $2 holla as Snug X goes to 96 points on the board above. Much love to him. What did he have to say, baby? Because I got to shout out him in the Cash App as well.
Yep. He said defense keeps us in this game and we're still getting blown out. Again, those mistakes have cost us. Yeah, the mistakes definitely cost us in a big way.
It should be 24 points for them.
So I actually think it's really funny. You guys are. I do have to read the results of the poll now. We have 38 votes so far.
Come on, keep them coming. We got 100 people.
And it's actually pretty close. 58% said yes, pull the starters. 42% said no, don't pull the starters. It's
close enough. That it's 60-40 basically. So. I think we know they're going to keep the starters in. Hey, by the way, I got to give a shout out, baby, to the man, Jason Renfro, the king of the Cash App, back to back like our 90s Cowboys. But he dropped a $1 holler in there, and he said, "Where am I in the Cash App?" And he dropped another 3 on it. He says, "Let's go Cowboys, let's come back."
There you go.
So, just giving you the quick update to the man, Jason Renfro. He is behind Skeptical Fan. I think he's in second place. He is in second place behind Skeptical Fan by the Aikman 8. The Great 8 from Troy Aikman.
Way to go, Jason Renfro.
Much love to Mr. Renfro.
So,
and he's,
the game we will
crown some champions at the end of this game. Win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly. Sponsor of the month. We'll have a new sponsor of the month / week, and we'll see who's the Cash App king. Snug X running the board as the stream boss. Much love to all you guys here. Appreciate everyone's drops of love, knowledge in the chat, and expressing yourselves here. It was Peters that was false started, by the way. The captain who yelled at everyone.
Damn.
Yeah, not good. Either way, thank you all for rocking with us here. T Green repping it. This 2 jerseys going to be raffled off next week. We're going to explain
2
to
other
that.
Awesome prizes as well. Thank you again to Lunatic.
Yeah. Oh, so 4 prizes. Wow.
Yes.
Holy shit, man. We'll set up the terms and everything, but you guys can all get in. If you're a membership in any way, you will also get
an additional bonus entry.
A bonus
that
entry.
Sure
yeah, that's going to happen. So make sure you get in the membership if you're not in it. Make sure you guys, we'll let you know how you get in this raffle.
Quick note: I hate the hats they're wearing today. It looks like blood. It looks like someone
smeared.
like on both sides. Like Washington's
blue.
looks like somebody like wiped up some bloody water or something, like stuck it back on their head. And Dallas the same thing, except it was a Smurf. Like we killed a Smurf and then we just like cleaned up their blood real quick and said, "Oh shit, let's go." Now, I know this is about to kick off.
Oh, shit, let's go.
I have no water. I'm going to get a refill real quick.
Get your water, baby.
Shout out, by the way, to everyone here real quick. Seriously, we can't do what we do here without everybody's loud support, appreciation, your comments, your discussions. Whether you agree or disagree, as long as you're not being a troll, everyone's cool to be here.
Your family, bro. We all love the Cowboys. That's star over everything. Kickoff's underway. They get to the 20, 25, 27, 28, 30. They just roll through our fucking special teams. I'm telling you, man.
I am going to go ahead and mute this just in case while I'm
just a little bit
refilling my water.
Well,
I'm going to hit the bathroom too.
And I'm going to say this as they're getting back on that field, guys, here in a minute. Seconds, I should say. Got to give the man with the plan, Jason Renfro, the king of the Cash App, the shout out. Because he put that $10 bomb in the Cash App to take over first place on that side of things. And I got to make the overall numbers as well. Got to put these together because Jason Renfro, he's climbing up the board as well. We'll see what happens. A run up the middle from Washington. We can't stop them. They get 9 yards, 8 yards on the first play. Much love, Jason Renfro. The king is going for that three-peat. We'll see what happens. He is currently in first place on the Cash App side of the board. And he said, let's get this win. Go Cowboys! You know this. You know this, man. Much love, Mr. Cash App King, and he in the lead right there. I do think he's still. Let me check this, man. My guy here, Jason Renfro. I mean, he's up there. Let me see. Oof, they got stopped. Now it's 3rd and half a yard. A little slowed down there. We slowing the run down at least on the last 2 plays, but not a first down. It's 3rd and 1. He wants the first down. Let me see. We got Landing Ceiling in the house. Ceiling, and welcome to the family. Appreciate you here on here with the family. We go live every night. Put the cameras on for the reaction times and other special live streams we do here. They're running again to the left. This time we barricade. We just said, eat them up, yum. Defense is coming out hyped for the second half. Carlos Watkins on that field. Great news. Cowboy fandom. Cowboy family. Hell yeah. So the Cowboys stopped them on a 3rd and inches. We just overblew them out of the fucking, just right off the stop. We beat them all to the punch on the gaps and just rode them on the zone blocks and just had pressure. All our guys got through. The Cowboy defense with a big stop there. Carlos Watkins leading the way. 4th and 3. They're punting. They're about on the their own 36-yard line. We'll see if Turpin gets a little time this time to run down the field and doesn't fumble the goddamn ball. He gets this kickoff. He goes to the outside right side, goes back inside, and gets clobbered to the ground on the 23-yard line. So, let me see here. Let me just make sure I got this here. There we go. So, there we go. So, based off of these numbers... Let me see here. Sorry, guys. I'm just making sure. Very close. It's very close battle up here on the top of the board. As we get the ball back. That's what's great. Punt done, underway. But I want to go through this board here real quick because Jason Renfro getting close. He actually just jumped Grant G, 1971, who's maybe trying to go for that 5 on it. We'll see that month plus. Right now he's out of the top 5 because Jason Renfro is in the top 5 on the overall board. So Grant G falls 6th. And Jason Renfro not far behind. He already passed Skeptical Fan on the Cash App. Skeptical Fans in front of him in 4th place. Randy Stites in 3rd. Mark Hovsepian from Hawaii repping that star in 2nd. Our all-time leader here on the sponsor of the week. And in 1st place representing an enemy territory, JD from DC. Much love to thee. Great. The greats that represent outside of the state, outside of Dallas and proper area. Jalen Hurts threw an interception against the backups of the Giants. So we'll see if that can pay off for some points for the Giants. Maybe they can make it 16-8. I don't know. Keep hope alive. That's all. So, anyways, appreciate everybody here with us. I'm repping it no matter where you are on this rock called Earth. And hey, it's always that star over everything here. It's football, family, and fun. But it's that star over everything. That's what it's always about. We might have some highlights on other things and do other kind of cool stuff, some music stuff, some drinking streams and party streams. But in the end, this channel is about this star over everything. Is back in the game, I know. He led the stop there. I wanted to. I mean, I don't know if you had heard me. I was yelling and I was trying to Carlos Watkins back, made the stop, and we got the ball back now.
Everybody thought it was a nut hit, by the way. Like everybody.
Nut shot. Yeah, Watkins.
It was so funny.
He was playing it up. That's my leg.
I know.
He got knocked in the nuts a little bit there. I think that's what happened. So, yeah, it happens. It happens in football. That's why you got to wear that cup. I'm just saying. That's why you wear the cup.
I know it's the phrase is protect your neck, but
protect the nuts might be more, suitable for this.
I guess the neck that's attached to the other head.
Carlos Watkins can vouch for that. He's like, protect your nuts. Forget your neck right now.
Caveman cracks me up. He's like, I bet it wasn't Hurts that threw that pick. It was their offensive coordinator. Dan Quinn needs to make better tackles.
Nah, funny guys.
You guys crack me up.
It depends. Maybe it was tipped in the air, or maybe Jalen Hurts made a bad read like Dak did. It goes both ways. Anyways, they're watching the scoreboard. And we're watching this Cowboy team, 1st and 10, inside about a 23-yard line of our own. And we got McEwen.
Did I just see a player named Potato?
Yeah, Potato.
Okay.
He's Samoan or Hawaiian. Hey, Zeke gets a little run there for about 4 yards, 5 yards. There's a flag, though. Probably a hold. We had McEwen at fullback, by the way, number 84 in that.
Yeah, we're moving back, so 86. So
Dalton Schultz. Listen, fourth best tight end blocking numbers, Dalton Schultz for the Cowboys. Whoa! And I think that's one of the drops of the night, if I'm not mistaken here. Grant G, 1971, our sponsor of the month, with that Tony Pollard $20 holler.
Woo!
And baby, with that, he jumps over a couple guys. And he goes into 4th place, on that board.
Run the damn ball.
That's what we should be doing.
The problem is that the Cowboys here run the ball, and we run the ball exactly one way.
1st and 20. Zeke runs, and we lose a yard. So now it's 2nd and 21.
We ran the ball.
See, the good play was the first one, but then there was a penalty.
Exactly.
So now there's no penalty, but we're also starting 10 yards farther back.
Progress.
Just can't have anyone get tweaked or hurt. That's all. They called us back to the line of scrimmage under 12 minutes. 2nd and 20. Obviously, we got to throw, but more importantly, if we're going to throw, we got to protect Dak Prescott. Much love to Grant G. Takes Snug X of 75 points right up there. And Dak, play action, they're blitzing. Steps up in the pocket, dumps it down to Noah. CeeDee Lamb. Great job.
Man, CeeDee Lamb somehow
he's balling out. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb, what a play by him there.
He came to play it today.
2nd and 20 to a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. I mean, what a job by CeeDee Lamb.
More like 3rd and 10.
No way. He got past that first. He got past 10 yards. He got over 10. This is 3rd and 7.
It's like 3rd and 8.
Point is,
3rd and 7. Okay.
He did a great job. He got 13 yards in that play. Now Dak, he's a makeable 3rd and 7, although on the tougher side, right? Dak looking. Zeke looks back.
Oh my God.
Late. No one's out there. Dak threw it out there. Zeke did not realize it.
No, Zeke was the one who fucked up there. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying.
Guys, if I'm sitting here on my fucking couch and I'm looking and I know who's supposed to get the ball.
Yeah, but Dak. No, I was saying Dak. It wasn't about he threw it out there.
So I'm saying Zeke
did not adjust quick enough. It was thrown.
No, Zeke wasn't even looking for it.
He didn't think Dak was going to throw it, and that's on Zeke. Not to hold that. We had got the first down though. I don't think we would have. 4th and 7. We're punting.
I don't even care. Give us a chance. Give me a fucking chance,
right?
Bad
punt. Short punt.
All the punts today have been bad.
Man.
A major whiff there by whoever that was.
Man, that's a major
special
miss.
Teams.
Good hit. Good tackle.
They're midfield.
Is that Noah Brown with the tackle? Yeah.
It was Noah Brown.
At the end with a good tackle, but a great return by them there at 50-yard line. And
pretty much everyone was like, Zeke, what were you doing there? Like,
Zeke was lost.
Yeah, that mouth guard makes it look like that guy has no teeth. like he's just
That's
gums.
Chase Young.
That was creepy as hell.
I finished Commander Blood, so hopefully, well, almost all of it. Let me finish it off, and hopefully
they didn't finish ours? So, and again, I still want to know, what are we trying to do here? Like, what's the goal?
To win the game at this point. Win the game.
Is that a worthy goal?
It's always great to win, unless you get injured.
Okay, does that goal accomplish or move forward the long-term goal of winning the Super Bowl? Does that in any way at all contribute to us winning the Super Bowl?
If these players
or
let me put it this way. If the players and coaches are weak-minded enough that they need this win to feel good about going into the playoffs at this point of the season, I mean, then it is important. Did I say something wrong?
No, Scorpio said pig blood. Watch out, MCF. You might get worms.
It's commander blood. Freshly
it
squeezed.
makes you think of Carrie.
Commie blood,
right? Wasn't it pig blood or something? Right?
Carrie was with pig blood on the bucket.
Yeah. Sorry. Again, special teams was the bigger disappointment, just because I don't know where they got their bullshit from today. Offense, in a weird way, did the offense really fuck up in a way that they haven't fucked up before?
No, it's a lot of similarities that we've seen.
So it's disappointing. It's disappointing to still see it, but in a weird way, I'm almost less disappointed in the offense just because they're fucking up in the way that we all kind of expect them to continue to fuck up in. That is a discussion for a separate part, right? But the fact that special teams just went out there and basically said, "Here you go, Washington," on top of our offense literally saying, Dak Prescott saying, "Here you go, Washington," like that.
Yeah. We had two.
You're not helping yourself out there on either side.
We had 2 times, and the defense saved us.
Ron Rivera's having the time of his life.
3 out of the 4 times we fucked up, the defense saved us. So I'm not blaming the defense on anything.
That's what and again, like I said, the problems they're having on defense, it's not like they woke up one day and just showed up. Our corners playing not so great. Yeah, we've known that. It's been a few weeks.
Look who showed up here with that 5 on it. Mr. LT.
LT.
Eagle fan extraordinaire.
Damn.
Here repping that star with us, right? Now, what did LT say?
I wish sure they're on the verge of winning. Team, LT, but he said with his $5 holler, I'm playoff ready. Y'all ready for round 3? See you soon, MCF and chat family. Beat Tampa Bay, and you come on down to Philly. See y'all soon, and never, ever forget.
Go Cowboys.
Caw-caw, caw-caw. That's the closest I'll get to that phrase there. I'd respect for your comments, but always go Cowboys. So
listen, Mr. LT.
What does an eagle sound like? What's that bird?
I don't know if the Cowboys are going to be seeing you guys if we play like this against Tampa Bay. So yeah, if we play against you guys, I'll be very happy. I can't wait because I think if that's a game we know your number a little bit better than, let's say, even if we're playing poorly, we still will play up to you guys. If we don't, if we let the Buccaneers kill us like the way we're letting this game look like shit. I mean, Brady will be tearing us a new one without that third cornerback set yet. He's going to attack that third corner all game.
I personally would pull the starters. I think Mr. MCF would also pull the starters at this point. I don't want to speak for you.
I mean,
but I would pull the starters.
I understand. I would pull the starters to some extent because these other games are still going on. But I mean, like you kind of convinced me when you said, "Well, we're here. We're already here. We gotta to go. We might
as well, right?
Fuck it."
Real quick, I do have to shout out.
Will the injury make a difference at this point?
Slicksy saying, "Sup, coach? It's been a minute. It's Jeriel."
Hey, Jerry,
so long time no see, man. What's up? Hopefully you're doing well.
Yes, man. I remember this. You see, he's still on our channel here on some of the, some of the clips we have from our coaching days.
We've actually been lucky enough to see some of our formerly coached kids go on and play other sports and football.
He knows Baja's a quarterback for the.
Washington goes deep. No flag, incomplete.
Good job there by Trayvon Mullen.
Much better done by Mullen there. He actually turned around this time. Yeah. That's the difference.
And his hand was right where the ball was. It's like, to me, Trayvon, again, this is the position Jeriel played on defense. Yeah. He played that corner, and you have to have that speed and the awareness, turn around at the right time. Little hand play there by Trayvon Mullen, but I'll say this, he was there. It was in the area. I mean, it was almost a perfect pass. So Dotson should have caught it, but so much stuff going around in his face to fuck with his field of view and vision is why he missed the pass.
You know why I feel like the Cowboys messed up as well? We had the chance to
almost blocked it.
Sorry, we had the chance here to actually maybe play a little bit more with some of our backups, right? Like Mullen could have been a starter today.
Yeah.
A full-time starter, getting
that's kind of what he's been doing, though.
Getting a lot of looks, a lot of work in. So just think of all the other backup players that are probably going to have to contribute one way or the other.
We saw Kelvin Joseph in a game. We saw Sean Wright in a game. Now we're seeing Trayvon Mullen in a game. We got Xavier Rhodes sitting back there. In the practice squad, a veteran guy waiting. we got guys still here, that we can still utilize. But I just want to say, and it reminds me of the good old days with Jeriel in coverage, Jeriel as the receiver in our silver package. Much love to you, man. I hope you're doing great. I know Baja is the blast as a quarterback in high school. I hope you're doing something and whatever you love doing, man. And I guess those will be the days. I hope you guys never forget, you kids. And the foundation.
I definitely will never forget that.
A lot of these kids, even to play football, this is their football foundation. So we're just honored to be able to have that in their lives. That part of their lives to help.
It's a little funny because now little G will be on the football field in a year or two, just not exactly playing with the football team.
Yeah,
He'll be with the band. So which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so he's gonna be rocking the band
we'll be watching a lot of football games.
Yes,
a lot of football games.
Yes, for sure. So it's a lot of it's very cool, and we're just awesome to see you guys, the kids, getting older.
Real quick, since we are looking at the other teams, right? The Eagles, 49ers. The Niners are up 31-13 now. I think the Eagles are up.
So let me just say, with that, it already makes the first seed unattainable. We cannot get the bye. The best we can do is the Eagles blow their game, and we somehow come back and win the game. If those things happen, then we will be, the second seed.
Yeah, it does seem like the Eagles are headed for the first seed, and obviously
Niners
will get the second seed.
And that's the only two options left.
I will agree with this, Caveman. 100 million, 10%. I do not want to look past the game in front of us as far as Tampa Bay. It's funny because Mike McCarthy has said, that's been one of the big focuses coaching-wise all season. Forget about what's coming 2 weeks from now. You got to focus on what's in front of you. And so maybe that's another reason why we're approaching this game in particular like this, because we can't think about Tampa. We can't think about the 5th seed because we still have to beat Washington because they're the game that's next and they're what's in front of us. So on one hand, this is the coaching philosophy that has gotten us here so far. But we all can't deny that it is a little bit different, week 18, playing for absolutely jack shit, than it is, weeks 1 through 17, when we do have a game in front of us that has to be played a little bit more. So in a weird way, this is one of the only few times I wish the Cowboys wouldn't only look at the game in front of them, because the game that's coming up after that is going to kick your ass if you're not careful.
Right now, the touchback, we're on our own 20. There's 9:40 left in the third. I wish this game was 9:40 in the fourth, but we got a lot of time still left in this game. We're running the ball with Pollard, and he gets no yardage. Just he really can't be taken down right now. A little guy, he's not that little.
That's a good one, House Nelson. Strong. He's like, we're playing possum. We're trying to lull the Eagles into a sense of complacency.
The one thing I'm going to say, it's funny he says that, because I do think that it just seems so strange to me that we kind of evolve a little bit every week. Most of the time, even when we throw a lot, we still evolve in some of the play calling. This seems like the Tampa Bay game way back when. It's almost like we're bringing that out and seeing if they know what we're doing, and they know a lot of the shit we're doing.
Oof.
It's
kind of funny because I've seen a few
very predictable
reporters or analysts, however you want to call them, just when I was checking for the Watkins injury, they all were saying something that I think maybe is striking a nerve. Again, what is the goal for the Cowboys in this game? What is it that they're trying to achieve? Because it almost feels like they're trying to just work through some different looks. It feels like you said, like a preseason game in the most bizarre
and
way.
What's one of the things you do in a preseason game? You have vanilla offensive scheme, the vanilla defensive scheme,
or maybe you try a random ass trick play or some kind of cute shit. You see how
Trayvon Mullen does in coverage. If he improves throughout the game, Dak's looking. But you also risk injury with that. Great defense, man. I don't know what's going on. They're reading us. They're stucking us like fucking flies on shit.
And no one's getting open.
Yeah, flies on shit. Everyone knows what our play is. The routes, you're risking injury if you're playing vanilla fucking, offense. This is very basic shit. They're in zone coverage. Man, that's great defense by them. You got to give them credit.
That's 3 in a row. Very good defensive plays by them.
Now we're literally just... I don't know what we're doing. We might as well take three plays with our 3 snaps and run the ball with Malik Davis, and just say, "See you next week," and punt the ball. That's what we're doing. Great punt though by Anger that time.
That's the only good punt so far tonight. Can we make something out of it though? Can we stop them? There we go.
All right, no yard. Dancing a lot.
5 extra yards. But still.
Dancing a lot, but not much yardage. About 4 or 5 yards.
Not bad.
CD wanted a touchdown there. He wanted a deep pass from Dak. He didn't get it. Did Dak miss?
I think
Dak's too inconsistent if that's going to be Dak, towards the playoffs, what I'm saying, and beyond. So we have to see Dak more consistent.
Weena Boy said these Homer fanatics the things that come up with are hilarious. Now we're playing possum now? First of all, I don't think anyone's a Homer fan or whatever. We're all trying to sit here and figure out what the fuck it is we're watching. Like, we're all trying to figure it out.
Is it that Washington is in the East with us and they know us? Is it because we have some very predictable play calling? Is it the players playing poorly as well? Is it everything? You know what I'm saying? It's all these things. We're talking about it all. I'm just saying that it seems like some of these play calls are seemingly very predictable. Why are they either have our new playbook and they exposed us for the playoffs, or we're running some basic shit. I'm not saying we're doing it on purpose. I'm just saying we don't want to show anything more, you know, to anybody else as we enter the playoffs. We're putting this on tape and, you know, trying to win, you know. But again, if we're going to do that, might as well put in Cooper Rush.
You know, Darius Davis is saying, will Jordan Lewis be gone next year along with Anthony Brown?
I think
it
there's a
seems
chance.
very likely.
Depends
but
on
obviously,
in the
it means
draft
that we need to replace these guys.
Right. Free agency, we'll get some basic, you know, low level, high upside guy. You know, probably like challenge that to that spot. We'll probably draft somebody. Although we got Kelvin Joseph, he's a second round pick, so you know they're not going to give up on him. Deshaun Wright, a third round pick.
I have a feeling it's going to be a combination of we'll draft somebody to replace Anthony Brown and or Jordan Lewis, and then we're going to get a free agent to replace Anthony Brown and or Jordan Lewis. One of our typical kind of mid-range guys. So basically the Anthony Brown of another team that maybe fits our defensive scheme a little more. I'm hesitant to say Dan Quinn's scheme just because we still don't really know if Dan Quinn's going to be here next year, realistically speaking. Yeah. So, but just the general metrics of bigger, you know, guys that give us a little bit more range, that have the kind of physical abilities and the speed that tends to kind of categorize the new generation of cornerback that we're seeing, at least in Dallas, right?
Quinning, with Quinn. But again, I can't get mad at the defense. The defense is locking down the fucking Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
In the sense of, like, after getting so many opportunities to score, whether it's a missed, extra point or a missed field goal, which they had two missed field goals, but it was also the fact that we got a pick in the end zone, and we also, you know, held them to 3. So, again, you know, when you have all these things coming around, the defense is doing a great job. Well, we didn't hold them to 3. I guess they missed the extra point. But the defense is doing a great job for the most part because they got to stop these Commanders when they're getting the ball on. Twice they got it inside of the red zone, and twice because of special teams. Once they got a pick 6. Here we go. They're running the ball up the middle. Sam Williams stopping them there inside. Sam Williams. Osa Odigizua. Oh no, that's Mullen falling down over there.
Oh, was that Mullen?
Yeah.
I thought it was Kirk.
But no, Sam Williams made that play. And again, I think that he is. Again, he was kind of my pick to have like the least amount of snaps out of like a lot of the high end
more
rookies,
high drafted picks,
but still, you know, be able to shine, flash a little more, like have some splash plays.
I think he ended up playing more than most of us expected, but in a good way because because he's been playing so well, he ended up playing more so than most of us expected. Yeah,
I think Bland gets that right now as the guy who's the splash plays.
No, he wasn't even supposed to play.
Exactly, 5 picks. There's Sam Williams on the outside coming. And there's
great stop by Curse.
That's it. Curse is so good. You know what I'm saying? When everything's flowing on defense, he is just masterful making the hits and stopping them and
that's
being
why,
in coverage.
You know, going into the playoffs, like I said, every single team, including Washington, including San Francisco, including the Eagles, every single one has a bit of an Achilles heel. And I said, at least for us, you know, the fact that our weakness, so to speak, you know, is more on the defensive side. It's funny because I feel like we can adjust and adapt to that. We've done a pretty solid.
False start for them. It was a false start for them. It was a 3rd and 10. Now it's 3rd and 15. And hey, we had the amoeba. I think we've called it multiple different names. We call it the amoeba defensive line with everyone standing up. You just know who's rushing. And Micah was rushing, but he was rushing from the linebacker spot as a floater. Kind of coming in, but like playing around, seeing where the quarterback is. So he's the quarterback spy on that play. Watch if we do that again now. I'm curious if the Cowboys are running some amoeba here on the front line because it makes it harder for the defense to know where we're coming from and who's rushing and not. Some guys drop back, some guys go in coverage. So some guys,
big boss man, exactly. He's like, the defense looks like they don't want to lose. I can't say the same for the offense or special teams.
Here we go. Look, we got 3 guys on there. Everyone comes up, press. But no pressure.
Just falling all over
they
each
dump
other.
it down. They just got to make the tackle here, and we should.
Great job.
Tyler Coyle.
Ooh.
Again, guys, playing for that safety spot.
I know he started off the game with a penalty, but, you know, again.
He's been active on the defensive side.
Yeah, not bad for what we've seen from him and Mullins so far, considering.
Yeah. Now, Mullins on the 53, Coyle's practice squad. Yeah. So someone can still pluck Coyle off the team next week. But, again, he has been elevated for this game. So to get probably a look at him and see how he plays, he's doing well. for the most part. And I think that Mullen, outside of that mistake in the beginning with the interference, which is tough to kind of get out of, he did a great job in coverage the next time.
Them to punt. So
who would you take? Almost a block there. No flag. Right? It should not be a flag. What is Turpin doing, though? Playing around. He should have fair caught that shit. Anyways, no penalties, everything. We get the ball inside the 20 again. It's like, this is like the most fucking slow-moving fucking game you can see out there.
Black belt 721. Thank you for summing it up. Thank you, by the way.
To the family.
Shout out. We usually don't, we always tell you guys, hit like, sub it up, share, put the good word out there for MCF here. But, at least recently we have had a bigger jump. Somewhat recently, so we're on the road to 20K.
Yeah,
we're really hoping to hopefully hit it before the end of the Dallas Cowboys season. So Cowboys, got to keep it rolling here until
we need you for another month and a half.
You can't just be one and done here.
Here we go. Zeke trying to make something happen, but nowhere to go. 1st and 10 would go backwards. Man, they are, and is that Pate?
Yeah,
Patoi. He's he's off the practice squad. By the way, he was elevated for the Washington Commanders.
There you go.
No, I'm just saying, these guys making some moves. We can pluck him off the fucking thing for the playoffs. What the fuck? Let's grab him and put him on our team. Shit.
Why not?
I'm just saying, he's a practice squad guy. They don't give a fuck.
Guys, it should have been rush time a while ago.
Not because Rush is better than Dak. It's because we don't want him hurt. We don't want Dak hurt. 19-0, by the way, for Philadelphia. 31-13 for the Niners. Dak throws it wobbly behind. Man. Knocked down. It's just very sloppy. Our team is so bad right now.
Schultz could not get it done.
I mean, Dak throws a poor pass. Schultz hits his hands. He can't make the catch. Everyone's fucking up. Can someone make a play? Can Dak throw it a little better, or can Schultz make the fucking catch? Either way.
You brought this up way earlier, saying like this looks like week 1. I mean, we look really fucking sloppy.
Listen, everyone is in coverage and covered fully. There's no movement here. It's like very basic, vanilla. Tell me if I'm wrong. Guys. I'm seeing everybody covered. And I'm seeing this, it's very simplified offense. We got everyone blocking. Dak's going deep. A Hail Mary play here. I don't know. Off the fingertips of T.Y. Hilton.
Nothing.
They get hurt,
Washington
unfortunately.
Player gets hurt.
Yeah, 4th and 12. We're punting. I don't know. It's just, isn't it strange? We're going for the long ball here. Are we trying to do shit? To fuck around?
By the way, just because it is relevant, what's the injury situation like for the Eagles and for the 49ers? Because obviously they're playing starters, right?
T.Y. Hilton should have had that. I will say he's having a bad game, T.Y. Hilton. He had 2 drops.
He's 0 for 2 today.
Yeah, look, that was in his hands. That should have been a catch by T.Y. Hilton. That's all on him.
You know what's funny? That pass almost looked like Dak meant that pass for CeeDee Lamb. Because that looked like if CeeDee Lamb had been in there, that extra...
and it's also purposely high pointing it. Like Rodgers used to throw them like that. You kind of you high point them as they come down at a different angle. So usually that was for Hail Marys. But my point is that play there gave a chance to underthrow it and give the receiver a chance to high point it. Without much, with either, like we did last week, get interfered with, right? With Gallup. He got a penalty with a big gainer on that long pass by Dak, because that was almost like kind of that similar kind of play. It didn't work that time, but it did hit T.Y. Hilton's hands. Should have made the catch. I think the Cowboys are going to try to pull that in the playoffs occasionally.
And we look depressed on the sideline. I'd
say lifeless.
Why are we still continuing to fuck around like this?
Here's Anger, who fucked up. I mean, we haven't, we had some games we hardly punt. We've punted 18 times in this game, it feels like. And one of them cost points immediately, 7 points. Bad punt. He fair catches it to the 40. On their own 40. So 5:34 to go in the third quarter. On their own 40-yard line. And they got this fucking Sam Howell rookie, first snaps ever in his life. Looking like he's Tom Brady out there. What the fuck?
Look,
we're gonna see real Tom Brady next week.
Every backup or rookie quarterback has looked like Aaron Rodgers and Tom fucking Brady when we played.
The last 2 weeks we played the first time since the Chargers of 2013. Their defense played first game starting quarterbacks back to back. We just had that with what was his name last week from the Tennessee Titans, their quarterback and Dobbs, and now we have.
I almost said Howell.
Yeah, Howell.
I know you're asking me about last week. I almost said Howell. No, it's not Howell. So
here's shotgun 4. Howell, he throws it. Great play. Jahan Dotson gets the catch, goes, and that's on Deshaun Wright.
Oh,
Deshaun Wright right there. Not the best coverage there, but they're fighting it out. Him and Mullins are fighting, and Kellen Joseph, they're fighting it out. And Kellen Joseph, he's lost it. Nashawn Wright, I think it's right now between Wright and Mullen.
Joseph lost it, but Nashawn Wright doesn't got it either necessarily. So.
Exactly, and I think Mullen's making a case. He's been a guy I've been talking about for a couple weeks saying...
Yeah, I am going to have to go blow my nose real quick. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But real quick, I did want to shout out because I'm seeing him there holding on with 69 points. 69 points. SnugX is a stream boss. Shout out to Grant G, the sponsor of the month.
Yes, much love to Grant G. Unfortunately, they get a first down. As they're driving down the field on us, they're in field goal range now. Much love, though, to Grant G.
There's a flag, though.
Okay, maybe on them.
Maybe it was a hold. So,
Guys,
let me go blow my nose.
Yeah, sponsor month's Grant G. SnugX repping the board there. Jason Rem for the Cash App King and leader right now. The leader above me is JD from DC. By the way, people that dropped the love from above tonight on MCF. You know, Mackenzie 2 times on the way with that star level. Randy Stites in the house. Jason Renfro. Grant G, 1971. We got King Knight, 19. Illegal man downfield, by the way, for the Washington team. So that's good for us, Commanders. Yeah, so again, let me just say it again. Mackenzie 2 times. Randy Stites, Jason Renfro, Grant G, UTEP. King Knight, 19. Mary Alvarez, Eugenius Bear, Redman R, SnugX, and LT, which hopefully we'll see in what we call this thing here, the second season, the real season, the playoffs.
By the way, our first down run numbers, 7 carries for 10 yards on first down.
7 runs on first down for 10 yards so far in this game. Running our head into a brick wall. You know, the first game against the Commanders, they also did something similar to that. They did the same thing. Very similar situation when we first played them in Dallas. Whit Wentz as the quarterback.
This is not the time to have your starters playing their worst game so far this year.
Yeah. Worst time to play.
Also, this game actually mattered. If we're trying to win, we're doing this very badly.
I'm just going to let you know.
Playing our starters with a shitty game plan.
Oh, I know. But this is the last 2 weeks. This has been like this with the Texans and the Colts. By the way, the Niners 38-13 with a minute 1 in the third quarter. The Giants scored a field goal only, but 19-3 Eagles with 6 seconds in the third. And, of course, this game, you know the deal. You see it there. Jahan Dotson, big play up the middle to the 20-yard line to the red zone. We're playing zone with Barr and Coyle in coverage. Not very good there. Micah blitzing, gets right in his face. If they get the ball out within 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, that's all you got to do to get through our defense because our coverage is not on point right now. And that was on Tyler Coyle getting faked out of his cleats. I mean, that's why he's practice squad. I even said this. He might. Curse is hurt.
Get the poison.
J-Ron Curse is hurt. He's hurt. He's shaken up. I don't know if it's a concussion thing. Maybe that makes it he's forced out of this game, but he better not be out for the next game. Let's see what happens here. They're doing a concussion thing. Damn,
yeah.
I think it is concussion.
I do think it's a concussion protocol. Let's see. This is the...
Does he hit the ground? Damn it. He snaps his head against the ground. That's what happened, guys. He's out. He's out for the game, which is good, but I hope he can make it for the wild card game. He's got to go into concussion protocol.
What do you think happens when you fuck around, you find out?
Maybe. We know. We all agree. They're on the 21-yard line. But again, this is what happens when you take it. You want to play games. Donovan Wilson hasn't even played this game. I see him in the game now. He's going to probably get fined for not tucking his shirt in his socks. Here we go. They run up the middle. Wilson misses him. Hooker takes a hard hit there from Patterson, the running back. Now Hooker's a little bit. Why? By
the way, just because I'm not sure if we can still see it. Yeah, so with 93 votes, overwhelmingly the decision by you guys here in the chat, 59% said yes, we should pull the starters for no injuries. 41% said no, don't pull the starters. Obviously, it's a little bit irrelevant now since we're about to wrap up the third quarter and our starters are still in.
No, we knew it would happen. Now here the Cowboys switched it up.
I hope it was worth it.
And now they get a first down.
I hope it was worth it.
Fumble. No, he's still running.
No, he's still going because they haven't blown the whistle.
My God, someone's going to get hurt here. They got a first down and goal on the 9-yard line.
I'm sorry, that's bullshit. The ref should have blown the whistle in the first place.
Well, he wasn't down. And
You're right, he wasn't down.
And he's the little guy. Cowboys aren't playing hard. And this is the Cowboy starters. Well, I guess the simulation was partially right yesterday.
You know, I every single time someone's been upset about the simulation, I've said the same thing. I'm like, no one necessarily likes it, but let's just see how it plays out. Let's see what happens.
So everybody has been here for the simulation or watched simulation last night. Tell us, what do you think? Because we're always pissed off about it, but Howell just ran for a touchdown on us. I don't know what to say. What's the spin this week?
So, like I said,
defense broke down this time.
If our plan was to play this game like it mattered,
what does that tell us?
We did not do that very well because from the beginning it looked like we were fucking around.
No, this is the way we're going to play. This is what we're going to look like in the first round of the playoffs against a better team.
Then I guess I'm glad that Tampa does not have as good a defense as Washington. That's it. We straight up
they're not bad.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they aren't as good.
Well, they're missing their best players on defense, the Washington team. So, Washington Commanders, 20-6. There's no way to spin it nicely, baby. I don't know. I'm just saying that to me, outside.
At least it's in Tampa and it's a warm game, like you said. We're
in trouble, man. We are in trouble. We are in trouble this year.
At least we've played in Tampa before, right?
What's the chat saying? Because it's got to be interesting.
At least. I can't even say the rest of it because we still have a whole quarter to go. So I can't even say at least XYZ hasn't gotten banged up and hurt because I'm trying to find the excuses, baby. I can't find them. I can't find them.
We're not that good is the answer.
Oh, boy. Time to put the backups in. The Cowboys obviously have no interest in playing our backups today. We're going to lose with our starters.
I mean, even if we put our backups in, we're losing with our starters. They got their backups.
House Nessa said the chances the Commanders do the O-line victory formation in our faces.
I mean, they deserve it. This team don't look ready.
Semero said, bruh, CW sounds like a wife when you fuck up and she told you. I mean, I was somebody's wife and I told you. Not you. I know. I don't have to tell you.
Turpin takes it out of the end zone. Can he take one back? No. But he goes to the 30. 29.
Man.
1:43 to go in the third. Oh, remember we talked about getting that back-to-back points? We needed 36.
This was Dak's worst game of the season, hands down.
We said that the last couple of weeks as well. Couple games this year towards the end of the season. We've said he had a couple bad games outside of the Eagle game.
He had a couple bad games, but I still would not have said they were worse than maybe the Tampa game, just from an overall perspective, right?
Yeah. No, for sure.
But most of us kind of thought that first week 1 game was a bit of a mulligan.
Well, they know everything we're doing. Damn. This reminds me of the Tampa game, and I said that very early on. They know
because we're using the same playbook from 2020. I guess that's why. I don't know. Why are we still playing the starters?
They're even saying it. It seems like every ball they know the play. See? On the play or the player, the way they run the route, but it's also the way the plays. It's very. Here's the skip. We
already did this play already.
Yeah, we know this.
You know what we got? Exactly what we got there.
No
Both fucking times. Both times we just managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Holy fucking shit.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. What can I say? I mean, that's just the realness right there, and that's the fact.
And we still have a whole quarter to go. I keep looking at the time and hoping the game is about to end.
They've run for 106 yards. We've run for 40. Dak's, audibly, it's 3rd and 10. I talked about it all week. What's the worst thing we can do to our quarterback, to a team? On offense, no matter who you are, great quarterback or not.
Outside of injuries.
3rd and 10.
Outside of injuries, what's the worst thing that can happen? It's this.
And we already had a couple little injuries. Dak's looking, stepping up, throws down the field. Double covered there. Their guys got hurt. Noah Brown, they're on the 8th string guys, and they're getting hurt. And Noah Brown, far from making the play there. They're limping. They got hit in the head. Almost a pick into double coverage.
Noah Brown was looking for a flag, by the way.
He got bumped. That should have been a flag. Definitely a flag. Plus, he got hit in the head, but the head was incidental. It was more he was pushed. Still, you can't cry for me, Argentina, when it comes to these fucking refs. They're never going to give it to us, so let's stop thinking that way. Here we go. 51 seconds. We're punting again. We said punting 27 times in this fucking game.
We've probably punted more in this game than any other game this season.
Anger looks fucking nervous every time he's bobbling the ball.
His hands are frozen and they're cold.
He's bobbling the ball, so is Cavante. What are these guys never playing cold weather? What the fuck? Motherfucking shit. What an embarrassment. It really makes you say one and done, which maybe is the best thing we can honestly, this is the best thing we can feel right now, because maybe the team feels it. That's what matters. The team has to feel, man, we cannot be a one and this is embarrassing. They gotta feel embarrassed. They can't be puppy dogs and ice cream anymore. Fuck this bullshit.
True. This is basically the last mulligan we get, right?
Yeah.
So if we had to take such a sorry
4-game winning streak. If we lose this
mean,
game, we need a 4-game winning streak, and we're Super Bowl champions. And you think about it like that, this don't mean shit except for injuries. Except for not winning, not losing, injuries.
And that's why I keep coming back to the fact of why are we playing
We're in
our
circles.
starters?
What, the Cowboys stop?
They go deep.
Wow, what
an amazing
Mullen gets burned. Mullen gets the pick?
No.
I think
Mullen does not get the pick.
I mean, that was a perfect pass, by the way, by Howell. You got to give this guy credit, the quarterback. I mean, I think Mullen was there. He's not fast.
Maybe every quarterback we play might as well be Tom Brady. This is Sam Howell Brady Jr. It's fine.
What a pass! What a pass! The guy's having a game of his lifetime right here, and it's against our fucking Cowboys.
Sam Rogers.
What does the chat think? Because this is the fourth quarter now officially. It's embarrassing. I mean, this is the ugliest of all games. And what's the excuse? It didn't matter now. Oh, it's not a big deal. It's obviously we need 4 wins in a row. That's all I'm gonna say.
House Nelson said, "Hopefully y'all lived it up last week like me. It might be our last victory."
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Carlton 23 said, "Y'all can beat the Bucks." I don't know.
We could beat anyone. And we
OG Lokes to 09. I got it right this time. He said we need to sit our starters, all of them. When? After the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, or the fourth quarter?
I think he means now. I think we all meant hours ago.
Tanner Cruz, he said, "I thought we'd stomp them today, but I guess not." Tosha Smith said, "This is sadder than the first game." Oh, yeah. DJ Moneyel said, "We're going to get whooped in the first round if we play like this." Brandon Katz throwing out there, Dallas knew when the Giants said that they were going to rest their starters that this game meant nothing. So, well, I guess not. Jay Palmer said they won't be embarrassed. They won't be embarrassed. They're going to be fine. Matthew Heron said, "Is Gallup even playing?" Oh, yeah. He was targeted twice for jack shit today. Maybe 3 times.
But here's the thing.
For jack shit today. But
you know what? They're consistently on our guys. Why is this happening? Is that Dak Prescott because he's not throwing the ball? I mean, I'm trying to figure out how is Dak to blame, or the running backs, or even the receivers. In some cases, the receivers are lollygagging up there, and they're just like taking their time. Maybe they're not doing the right thing, but most of the time, watch all 22. You're gonna see everyone stuck to us like flies on shit. You're gonna see this. Why are they covering us so tightly, and they know our plays so well? I said the same thing against the Buccaneers in Week 1. I said that earlier today about the Buccaneer game, reminding me of this. It's starting to remind me a lot more. They've shown some farther back footage of our routes, and they're always covered. Yeah, they're all covered. So, they all know where we're going.
Real quick, I hope I'm saying this right. Brian Kavam said, "Kellen Moore, go back to Boise." Right? Tosha Smith outside it in there. The last game, and we're going to throw it away. Play hard. It's not over. Let's dig deep and get this win. And
at this point, yes, let's do it.
Like I said, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you weren't going to pull your starters after the first half, when it was clear that this game was going to end up not mattering, we're kind, like I said, we locked ourselves into playing our starters the whole game now. Because if we pull them at any other time, we are embarrassed and are like, and no one. That what I'm saying is, no one's happy no matter what we do now. Yeah. Because we either play them out the whole game, risk injury, and still lose. Very likely, still probably lose a meaningless game that now everything went wrong in, right? Or we pull our starters and we still lose this game, but now we look like pussy ass bitches, which doesn't help our mental any more than losing. They're running like pussies is gonna help us now. Also, is there a fight?
Almost. Donovan Wilson, don't fall for some dumb shit. You get suspended for a game.
Yeah, we have something to play for, guys.
Yeah, the Washingtons, they're done. They want to fuck with us.
So.
And they're fucking with us.
But guys, again, no way to hide it or disguise it. Dak Prescott had his worst game of his career. Point blank today. You know why? Because of what's on the line and how much it matters.
Tipped. Almost a pick by Coyle. But tipped by a defensive player there. So, look, we're holding him to 3 points, hopefully, with 3rd and 6. And no curse in the game, which means he might. He's not off the field, so I don't know if that means he's
probably fine concussion-wise, but because it was a concussion protocol situation, he probably is either not allowed to play the rest of the game or they don't want him to play. But let me go ahead and double-check to see what's going on, because he didn't have his helmet either.
There's a chance that he will be starting off the week not practicing. in concussion protocol. Keep that in mind for the playoffs. Here we go. 14-26. Shotgun 3rd and 6. A little bit of pressure, not enough. Great job by Mullen there. No flag. Mullen, great job in coverage there. And a tough play against Terry McLaurin in the slot. Or not, it's in the slot. It was in the outside, right? No, it was a quick slant. Yeah, I think it was. It definitely, oh my goodness. That was a penalty on Mullen. They didn't call it. Lucky. Again, I'm not confident with Mullen in the game, even with that play he made, because that was a penalty on Mullen. They didn't call it.
I'm not seeing anything as far as...
so we don't know yet what's going on with
Curse. But, it's funny because other people are also starting to notice, like, Dak, this game looks a lot like our Week 1 game.
Yeah.
But it also means that Dak had his 2 worst performances of the season.
Bookending the season.
Week 1 and then Week 18. And he played pretty good football in a lot of games in between that. Yeah. But it doesn't really matter for much if it feels like we are ending the season on such a bad note. Again, McCarthy is the one that's been stressing this, right? We should be playing our best football here in December. And outside of
January.
Now January too, but outside of injury situations, we have not been.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing, obviously, like you said, our corner is not looking great because we're down to like our 4th string guys.
Run stopping, hurting. We don't have Mohana, and really we don't have Hankins.
Not saying it's okay, but at least we understand, right?
Yeah.
But when you have your Dak Prescotts of the world sucking it up, your Brian Angers of the world even sucking it up, right? Like,
yeah, and then you have the play, and again, those things are without question. Dak's having a pitiful game. Like those interceptions were not Kellen Moore play call issues, as much as it is Dak Prescott being to blame on that interception that cost us 6 points right off the bat. So, or 7, I guess it was 6, not 7, because they made an extra point. But the point I'm trying to say is that the bigger issue for me is the play calling. If it's going to be like this, if the play calling is going to be like this in the playoffs, we're not going to run that much. We're not going to throw that well because they will know what the fuck we're doing down, in this game. So again, unless
Caveman bringing up a great point too. Remember, if Washington had made all the points that they missed, if all the points they missed were on the board, we're down 30-6.
Exactly. I mean, maybe more. I think we held back from 1. Let me see, it's 4.
No, we stopped 2 field goals and a
pick in the end zone.
True.
I'm just saying,
no, but they ended up scoring on the next drive, though. Remember?
Yeah, but that's on the offense. But that's on Dak Prescott.
I know, but the point is that it's hard to think of that because they still. I guess, you know what I mean? True. Like to me, that one cancels itself.
Yeah, but what if we get the ball? What if we get the ball back and then we throw a pick 6?
Look, I'm talking about the actual points that they went for that they missed. Look, okay, like the actual like.
Well, then they missed an extra point.
That's why I said 2 field goals and an extra point.
All right,
we'd be 30-6.
Fair, I'll give you that much.
Everything else, I feel like you can at least.
But you got to admit also, it could be 6 more points on top of that.
Let me fix my shirt.
It could be another 6 on top, another 7 on top of that. It could be 37-6, possibly. Just saying, if they played a perfect game, it'd definitely be 37. A better game, it'd be at least 30-6, possibly 37-6, possibly. That's all. So either way, it's disgraceful.
Honestly,
we have 6 points.
I'm a little bit depressed, not even because this game is going so badly, but because we still have 14 minutes and 19 seconds of regulation football left in this game.
Yeah,
and I don't think I can take another minute. Several people in the chat said they just turned the game off.
Hold on. 10 minutes to go in the Giants game. 19-9. 10-point game. Saying it's 2 scores with 10 minutes. You just never fucking know, right? You never know. Probably not going to happen, but what if the Eagles lose?
I was going to say, we deserve that shit.
And then we
deserve it.
And then we blow this game.
So then does that mean that San Francisco is now the first seed, Eagles are the second seed, and then we stay the 5th seed?
Correct. That's what would happen.
You know what? I would almost... I'm not saying I'd like that, but first of all, we do absolutely deserve it if that's how that goes. But secondly, fuck the Eagles always. I can't. I will always get joy from that, regardless of how.
Oh my god, Dak Prescott must be on some kind of drug or painkiller because he's playing like he's high.
Cooper Rush, where are you?
I mean, just to keep
whatever
mentally is wrong with Dak right now, he needs to have.
It's not going to get fixed by continuing to play him.
He needs to hit the sideline.
It's only going to get worse.
He needs to hit the sideline, get some therapy, and get ready for the wild card weekend. Dak Prescott, you got to get better than this. You got to show us more than this. 83 passing yards for Dak Prescott in this offense, and they have a rookie never played in his life, and he's got 158 fucking yards. It's embarrassing. Come on, Dak, wake the fuck up. Or again, there's a catch by Dalton Schultz. There he goes. Fumble. He's down. They called him down. Thank goodness. But still a half yard short. It's 3rd and half a yard right now for the Cowboys. We're struggling for every half a yard.
I feel sick. I know I shouldn't, but I feel sick. Like
3rd and short. We're going to take Dak forward again. Of course, we probably will. And there he goes. He got it without injuring anybody. He gets the first down. There's Ridgeway ripping the ball, trying to get the ball out from Dak Prescott. JD from DC. And he's looking closer and closer by the second to get that sponsor of the week. Take it from Grant G. What did JD from DC say?
We knew it was going to be bad when we didn't have Zombie Mike, JD from DC. With his $10 holler, he said, FCW, where's Zombie Mike when you need him?
Exactly.
At least T.Y. Hilton caught it there.
Yeah, first down, right? First down, right? We got
Thank you, JD.
I missed that.
Appreciate you, much love. But yeah, I guess we left Zombie Mike along with our common fucking sense back at home. What, timeout?
Injury for the Washington Commanders. So, yes, much love, JD. Appreciate you. He's going to be, it looks like he's very, it's not far from over because he's got 4 or 5 people behind him. Not far at all, but JD from DC is in first place right now on the overall board, coming for the sponsor of the week. After this game, win, lose, or draw, very fucking ugly this game. Win, lose, or ugly, and ugly, I should say. We're going to, he's going to be crowned there, and I think Jason Renfro's got the lead in the cash app as we speak right now. So, number 20, injured, but walked off the field looking good. So, good for him. Glad he's okay.
And guys, when I hear people make the argument that Cooper Rush is better than Dak, do you know why it feels that way? It is very simple. Mr. MCF has been screaming it from the rooftops since that injury happened. It's because Kellen Moore is forced to change his game plan.
Yep.
It's simple. Very, very simple.
There's Zeke running, and we barely get the first down.
Also, yes, because our defense was able to hold teams to low enough points, right? Like, if any team scored 23 points on us, Cooper Rush was not going to get us 24. Let's make that clear. Like, we were barely scraping by enough points for a win when we had Cooper Rush, but the game plan changed. We did not take the type of chances that we take with Dak Prescott. We don't run the type of plays that we ran with Dak Prescott.
But guess what we're doing now, though? We're doing exactly what the Cowboys love to do, and that's Cooper. That's with Dak Prescott. Everything is a pass now. The rest of the game is going to be passing. This is where
it's 23-6.
Hold on, of course, but it's up tempo. It's Cooper. It's not. I keep saying Cooper Rush.
I know.
Cooper Rush would fail right here. This is where Dak Prescott would be his best. If we use more passing drives where we were, or even any drive that we were more up tempo, it'd be better for our team.
Usually in his element, that type of quick moving up tempo offense.
Schultz.
That's the shit that Dak thrives off of.
Flag, but a big play. There's about a 30-yard gain there from Dak to Schultz. We're all walking back. There's a hold on the fucking Cowboys. On 73, Tyler Smith. There it is. The holding in college. He's been great this year.
So not only is this our worst game, this is also one of our sloppiest games. We were actually turning around that penalty bug, stuff, and we were actually, one of the least penalized teams the last handful of weeks, if I'm not mistaken, because we're actually playing pretty well. Not the case today, right? Because today we have like 10 penalties.
2nd and 14 for the Cowboys.
Actually, how many penalties do we have? Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. So, let me see. So, Brian's like, here come the Dak stats. So, you see, the other people see it as, these are just, this is how Dak gets to pad his stats and make himself look better than he actually is.
CeeDee Lamb, great job. You got to hold on to that ball, though.
Jesus Christ, CeeDee Lamb's about to get crushed.
They're definitely stripping that, but he's handing it.
Guys, you know what Washington is doing, though? They're trying to hurt us.
No. They're trying to pull they try to get that ball out. He stuck the ball out for a second. And he's using he has some elite speed looking out there.
Maybe Washington has nothing to play for, so they don't. I know you haven't seen it as much, but I've seen the extra elbows, the extra jab. Hell, even Schultz on that last play got an extra hit that he didn't need to. There you go. Ooh, Dak, short. We're short. 4th down.
We gotta go for it. Obviously, 4th and a half. He looks like he's limping.
He fell on his knee pretty hard there.
Shit.
He doesn't look like he's limping.
A little bit. Look like he was like a little bit gimpy.
Like that's just Dak's.
What are we doing here? Is it obvious? Another run to Dak Prescott? We're gonna get him in trouble. There's Zeke.
We shoved him over the line.
Definitely over the line. He's got it. Still though, I feel every play we're gonna lose a guy in injury here.
Let me see. Pat Pfeiffer is saying it too. Both teams are getting kind of guys. This is still a division.
Wait,
game.
They marked a short. That's some bullshit.
Can we challenge that?
Yeah, we can challenge the spot.
Like, if at first he doesn't quite get it, but here he does. There. Pollard pushes him right over. I'm sorry. If I'm Dallas, I challenge that if they rule against us. Refs, please review and change your glasses, because... Yeah, everyone's saying that was a shit post. Challenge it, like spot. Sorry, spot. Challenge it. Yeah, everybody, please challenge that.
That would be the end of the game.
Can McCarthy challenge that?
Yes, and he should.
He's not going to. He's just looking there.
He has to. Get your schmuck look off your face and throw the goddamn red flag. You fat bubble. Let's go.
There's an injury on the field, too. Another Washington commander down. Well, McCarthy is not going to challenge that.
It's got
to. You guys are saying he's short. I'm sorry. Game. I highly disagree. I did not look marked short. Me.
But I think he was past the line there with what he needed. Here, let me see the team stats. You wanted to know the penalties. Baby, we only have 5 penalties today.
Why does it feel so...
Because
you know what it is?
Yards.
I was going to say that Mullen one was really bad because it not only gave them like 30-something yards, but it directly led to a field goal.
And then that one as well. You know, the 2 big penalties there.
But I'm sorry.
Cost us 30 yards.
Like, so far, all the penalties the refs have called, there's been a lot.
They had the ball for 29 minutes. We had the ball for 20 minutes. We're getting demolished by them. We suck
right now.
We can't get the ball down the field. We can't. We're not able to sustain drives on offense, and we can't stop them on defense. And then we have special teams fucking up twice. You gave the game away, and you gave some. You're risking injuries. Look.
Yeah, Kyber Brown said it's short, but you still have to challenge it.
I mean, look, I don't know if you can change it based on that. It looked like where Dak landed, and he had the football in front of him like this before his knee hit the ground. To me, I think he had it, but you have to have proof. So I understand they could just deny that, and they probably will. The thing is, you got to, like you said, you got to challenge it. Got to be done.
That was just a really bad spot.
If you don't do it, the game's over pretty much. I mean, there's nothing you really got left here. You're going to run this clock down to 6 minutes, 5 minutes. If they don't score
do you think we
at
pull
least
our
3,
starters now?
I mean, why not? We should have been pulling them for a while. This is it. Maybe this is the best thing that can happen. We can pull our starters.
Matt Persico said this is so embarrassing. It's starting to become comical. I mean, it's been a comedy of errors since our first decision to win the coin toss and put our offense on the field.
Look, I think it's fucking hysterical. And they didn't announce the wild card game yet, but hey, we might do a bonus live stream. We don't know if we will. We might do a bonus playoff kickoff live stream tonight. We'll see.
If the schedule allows.
Yeah, if the schedule allows. So keep it tuned for that. That'll start for next week, and we'll have maybe more from the Lunatic on what the raffle prizes are going to be. So keep that in mind, guys. That's coming next week. And it starts tomorrow. This stream ends the week. This past week. Tomorrow, Dak goes back here. Let me see where he falls. Did he get to that spot? I mean, to me, it looks like he's over. Based where his hands were with the ball. And you can see it from the behind angle. You can see Dak. But they gave it to Washington.
We're not going to challenge it.
So that's game. So we can put in our backups in. No, we still got our starters in this on defense. Well, the Eagles are at least going to win. So that makes this game irrelevant. 19-9 against the Giants with 3:30 to go.
38-13 by San Francisco.
Yeah, so it's Eagles first seed, San Francisco second seed, and they're gonna play. What's going on with Seattle? I don't know, but if Seattle wins, then it's between Seattle and Green Bay for the 7th seed to play San Francisco, or if Seattle lost, then
and that's tonight's game, right?
Yeah, tonight's game is Green Bay, and it's Detroit at Green Bay. It's just basically whoever wins that game is in. Unless Seattle won, then it's Green Bay wins, they're in. If Green Bay loses and the Lions win, that means that the Seattle Seahawks, if they won their game, they would be the 7th seed to play the Niners. The Giants play the Vikings. Giants are the 6th seed. Vikings are the 3rd seed, and then
our defense definitely came to play. If you take away what special teams and what
still though,
the offense
too many breakdowns though. It can't have that many breakdowns.
By the way, Bobby Bottles with that $1. Holler there. I know it didn't pop up.
Yeah, because when it's
he dropped
0.99.
a little shit emoji.
Yeah, that's what it looks
and
like.
And a Go Cowboys, although
much love. That's right. Bobby Bottles.
Go shitty Cowboys, I guess. Right.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
Much love them. I think he dropped earlier as well. Not the poop, but the emoji, the love. Oh, no, don't get called. Please don't call it on Donovan
Close
Wilson.
but no call, so
Thank goodness.
at least they
Much
don't
love,
get
Bobby
anything
Bottles.
done there and they have to punt.
Appreciate Bobby. Popping bottles in the house. So we get the ball back, 4th and 3. Oh, the Eagles scored a field goal, so it's 22-9. Even more, more reason to just bench your guys right now. But the Cowboys are not benching them. The Trayvon Diggs is out there. Got Donovan Wilson out there. Guys you can't afford to lose to go into
Is this a new thing where they're putting the
running backs?
kind of important games in the little marker court? I like it. I'm just saying, I don't think I've seen that before for
Focus
playoff games.
Well, because of that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember that last year though, but I do like that they're doing that this year. That's a nice positive.
Low snap. No block there. Fair catch for Turpin on the 8-yard line. So we got to play this out. But like I said, the Eagles will get the bye week, right? And 17 straight years now. That's somebody we have not been able. Nobody's been repeating in the NFC East. No repeats since.
Again, we are still one of the hardest, toughest divisions to, match up against. Our division is always competitive, whether it's competitive in a really shitty way because we're all just fighting at the bottom, or competitive in the other way where we're all fighting for the top. So. And similar to this, it does usually come down to the last week or two.
Good pick up there. Dak has time. He gets hit. Gotta throw the ball down. Don't get hurt on some dumb shit.
At least Schultz was there, so it's not intentional grounding.
Yeah, they thought it was a fumble from Dak.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Anyways, the point is that's the first round. So I don't know how it's gonna. Obviously, no one knows how it's gonna play out, but we're gonna have to play. We play at Tampa, and we don't know yet if it's gonna be on. We don't know if it's going to be on Monday night. That's the rumor, but it hasn't been announced yet. I'm sure they're preparing that. We do have one more game tonight to decide playoffs and decide things. Dak's looking. He's getting pressured. Throws it into the ground as he tries to throw it to Pollard. I mean, it's like this is like insanely, crazily stupid. This is like the Cowboys showing. If the Cowboys are not showing purposely showing vanilla offense, we're going to be destroyed by Tom Brady and the Buccaneers in the first round. But, I also say this. Every time the Cowboys play a bad game, lose a game like this, give a game away, whatever it is, this was a disaster of a game by the Cowboys and a great game by Washington. They knew everything we're doing. We usually bounce back with something to prove. So let's see that against Tampa Bay. Horrible there, pass by Dak, incomplete.
We can't do anything today.
Yeah, this is like the worst.
Can't do anything today.
I've never seen a Cowboy. This looks like we are in preseason. It's horrible.
Man.
Preseason or the Buccaneers. Wow, what a way to head into the end. What a way to head into the playoffs.
But thank you, LT. He said MCF goal 1/3 of the 2023 NFC East champs complete.
Congratulations.
Again, the Eagles have executed part 1 of their 3-part plan to become successful once again.
But they got a lot. I hope they know. I know LT knows. They got a long way to go. But the thing is, for the Cowboys, we got a short time to go. I think we got it. The way
we're playing, that's what we're showing.
This is 1 week and done for the Cowboys. We are a 5th seed and deserve it at this point. And people can say, well, did you expect this? Of course no one expected the Cowboys to overcome what they had, but they didn't have enough in the end.
We can start with I didn't expect our starters to play this long. There's lots of things I didn't expect in this game, and I also didn't expect our starters to play this shitty.
I'm talking about the season.
But yes.
We expect us to rebound from Dak being gone for 6 weeks. And a lot of other injuries we have to overcome. No way. But this is now no more, it's injuries, because they got more guys missing. They got better guys missing. Washington and the Tennessee Titans. They were missing a lot of guys. And yet, we were not missing nearly as much. And we looked like shit against Tennessee and many others. The Texans, the Colts for 3 quarters. And gave games away against lesser teams like the Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. And this is what you get. An inconsistent team that's in a fight right now. Malik Hooker getting a fight. There's a flag on Malik Hooker for a late hit, it looks like.
Come on, please don't start a fight now. Diggs is trying to go in there and
Malik Hooker cannot get in. Diggs is getting in there to make sure Hooker don't get thrown out. We cannot afford some of these guys to get thrown out for the next game. For a playoff game. They're sitting at home and they're fucking taking a shit watching the game.
Real quick, LT. Much love with his $2 holler said.
Yep.
He said goal 2 is the NFC. Goal 3 is #, 2 before 6.
that was good you said that when it comes to his comment there. But look at this. That was a headbutt right there from Cosme. And then Sam Williams reacts with the fucking personal foul.
So that the penalty is
on
us.
Has to get, does he get thrown out or does he just get?
I think that I don't think he gets thrown out, but they're pulling him out.
Yeah, well, he better not come back in. This game's out of hand for the Cowboys. Micah falls down. What happens to him? He hurt his hand again.
Yeah.
Micah hurt his hand again.
So again,
good job, Cowboys.
Cowboy doing Cowboy things. So
LT.
yeah, just a personal foul. Thank you, William Burney.
Yeah, LT. Was that LT there? Yeah. So
that was the one I had just
Okay, gotcha. Much love, LT. Congrats on the conference. First round bye and the NFC East. You are right. You got a little way to go there. We got a long way to go.
So, by the way, Cooper Rush is taking snaps on the sideline.
Finally, but he might not even get. They might run this down to fucking 2 minutes. They might run it down all the way to the end. The Cowboys just letting this one go. Why don't we take some of their starters out on defense? Let them get 30 on us. I don't care. It's not a big deal. The points don't matter.
Look,
the injuries matter.
Not even that, but let's say we are in an alternate universe where somehow the Cowboys come back and our offense starts doing what they weren't able to do all game, and we somehow come back and win this game. Does that make anybody feel better?
No,
right?
No,
you get what I'm trying to say?
I want to lose this game because I want to go on a 4-game streak. I want this game to be woken up and get kicking. I want to have to happen what happened to Carlos Watkins. A fucking cup check. A fucking nut check. Kicking the nuts. Wake this fucking team up. Watkins played well after that. I'm just saying, but my point is this team's got to wake up after this nut punch.
By the way,
by a fucking
let me make something clear.
Started.
I don't care if it's even a joke. Do not ever wish injuries on players in our chat.
Who said that?
Just saying.
Yeah, no,
do it again.
Way.
I'm timing you out,
guys. We don't fuck with that shit.
Just
Seriously.
saying,
no.
I get what you're trying to say, and this person wasn't necessarily doing it in an overall malicious way, but we don't ever wish for injuries here.
Yeah, never. That's not allowed.
That's a no.
That's one of those things we usually X out somebody. But yeah, just warning always. We try to be very open about stuff in the chat, no dumb trolling and stuff like that. But that. Yeah, we don't allow that kind of personal
Cowboy Brown,
stuff.
But that's the thing that's stupid and bothers me. Micah's going to get pissed if you pull him out of the game now. So fucking what? Last time I checked, Micah Parsons does not get to decide what Micah Parsons does on the field. You know who does?
Well, not on the field. Quinn. No, on the field he decides. But it's on or off the field who makes a decision to get him in a game or not, right? I know what you're saying. I'm just saying it. It's Dan Quinn who has to make that call and pull him. Right now, Micah's still in the game. 3rd and 4. It's a pride thing for this team. DeMarcus Lawrence still in the game. He's got that broken foot he's in there playing. In a game that means fucking diddly squat. And it's more embarrassing that we have our starters in the game. It's more embarrassing that we are getting our asses run off this fucking disgusting sewage of a field in FedEx Field or whatever the fuck they play. What do they play? I don't know. My point is that to me is the bigger embarrassment of how bad our starters are playing against a lot of their broken up backups. They're kicking a field goal here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's Micah wasn't pulled off the field or anything, but the point is, remember, he had that nub on his hand the last week or two or whatever, finally got the cast off, and now seems like he re-injured it, re-aggravated it.
It's like the laceration is gone, but aggravation, I think, is a good way of saying it. That's what's going to us here. 26, we're down 3 touchdowns. With 5:19 left, I mean, you are looking at a unbelievable comeback after a game that they had. They basically know our playbook. Dak's looking at some stuff on the sideline, sitting down.
Well, the worst game of the season.
Yeah. What a way to go into the playoffs. And again, they're going to probably make excuses, and they're going to say, well, this and that, or it wasn't our day, or, But in reality, it just looked real fucking ugly out there. Looks like the Cowboys are done with Zeke. Zeke's got his.
Zeke barely played today, by the way. If he had 10 snaps, that's 10 more than I thought he had.
It looks like it's going to be cool. So with 5:19 left, I'm assuming the Cowboys are finally doing what we've been saying, do this for a while, is put in your backups. I'm assuming Malik Davis is going to be out there. Cooper Rush is going to be out there. The offensive line is going to be new, or maybe not. They still have the same offensive line. So they got Connor McGovern. Now Noah Brown's out there. Cooper Rush is going out there.
See, Spoony Dog said, keep them in for that bad taste. Make them eat their own shit.
I think they've eaten enough shit. I don't want to risk on this field with the way the Washington's playing, kind of dirty, trying to get our guys, entice them to get knocked out for a game. They're trying to hurt us. I would say no. I usually agree with Spoony on a lot of things, but no, and on this one, it's not worth it. The bad taste should be. If you don't have a bad taste after 20, listen to this. 5:19 left in the fourth quarter. The starters played. And 26 points to 6 points by our offense. There's nothing. If you don't have a shit burger in your mouth, if you're a Kellen Moore, Dak Prescott, the entire fucking offense, if you're not eating shit right now and feel it, the another 5-19, what are we doing? Just don't even play next week.
By the way, we did get an injury.
Uh-oh.
Bland was hurt. He has a chest injury. He's been out since that Hooker interception.
Huh. Back in the end zone, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that's big. Bland out, we're in trouble. That's why we saw a lot of other guys out there that are Trayvon Mullen.
I have to admit, we didn't even notice. Like, in the sense of so many moving pieces, so much going on, we didn't even have time to look and say, hey.
The Cowboys are literally running the clock out now. Just trying to run Malik Davis. They ran him twice in a row. Hey, look, we're setting up better for third downs for Cooper Rush than Dak Prescott. 2, more efficient runs. 3rd and 4. We've been giving Dak 3rd and 7s and more. About what? This year, 51% of the time, Dak is throwing third down.
Now, Quasi Blake said this is not as bad as the 24-0 loss to the Colts at home and the 30-16 loss to the Broncos.
Yeah, but those were the games that ended our seasons. Think about that. Cooper Rush throwing down the field.
Yeah, if this is anywhere near that,
Gallup.
Is anywhere near that level, then
guys,
you're already fucked.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. What happened? Go back. The Colts game. That was what McVay used with the Rams to beat us in the playoffs in the divisional round against the Rams. That's a fact. What's the other thing? What's the other game?
It was the
Broncos
game.
That figured out Kellen Moore's offense. He never adjusted. And we were figured out the rest of the season last year.
Our offense never looked the same after that.
Correct. So if that's what happened, I mean, if that's the equivalent of this, we're fucked for the playoffs.
And those were good teams. I will give you that. Now, JD from DC with his $5 holler.
He's coming to solidify that sponsor of the week. What did the man say? The man repping in enemy territory right now.
Are you fucking serious? Now we put in Cooper?
What did you think? Yeah.
A serious
block in the back, no call there.
As a heart attack.
Yep, that's what the Cowboys they want to show out here at the end with their backups of 4:07 to go in the game. So Cowboys and Broncos
saying
set.
That word serious activated the little robot woman in my iPhone, which I won't say because then if I say it again, she'll activate. So
let me stop the. Let me since it's done now, I can stop.
Yeah, it's under 4 minutes and
I'm gonna stop
30 seconds. That I know.
And the poll, just so we can see what the final numbers were there. So check it out. Let me know what happened. Let me know what the numbers are, baby.
Overwhelmingly, 63% of people said yes, you should pull the starters because the question was, should the Cowboys pull their starters coming into the second half?
Now we've done it at 5:19, down 26-6.
Let me get this back up here.
They're gonna just run the ball. It looks like we still have our starters in there. Osa. Let me see. Oh shit! There's another punch thrown by fucking Donovan Wilson. Do not do that, Wilson. They're trying to. They got to get Wilson out of there. Just get out.
He obviously can't handle this right now.
Oh shit! The Giants scored. It's 22-16.
With a minute 30 left.
And Seattle is 10 in overtime with the Rams 16-16. Holy shit. So now that game decides.
Those games matter way more than whatever the fuck our Cowboys are doing now. They should take
this off. Our game sucks dick.
Do you want me to get the red zone
they're going to switch it.
Okay.
So this game is irrelevant. It's relevant that we don't fucking do something stupid here and get a fucking guy thrown out from dumb shit. 2nd and 10. Just let this land. There's an overtime game with the Rams in Seattle and the Giants 16-22. It's incredible. That means that they are down by what? 6 points? They can win it. They can win it 23-20. The Giants could win, and that would mean that the fucking Niners would be the bye, and the Eagles would be the 2nd seed, and we'd stay at 5. That's something. Woo,
definitely
man.
A very bizarre day.
They're gonna switch this up here in a minute, I'm sure, because this is bullshit game. At this point, it's just important that we see no one do something stupid and no injuries. That's the important stuff. Man. We didn't lose connection, did we?
No. Sorry.
My phone. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, no, it does that sometimes. So, by the way, take a second to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you guys haven't already.
With all your accounts.
One of the best, easiest, simplest ways to help make MCF kind of keep on growing and rolling around here, right?
And that YouTube, and that crazy YouTube analytics that they got going, yeah. Oh, the Giant game looked like it's over. It must have been an onside kick. So it stays that way. We would have stayed 5th anyways, obviously. But it came down a little closer over there. Got to give the Giant backup some credit.
I mean, Washington gets a worse draft pick now, right?
Yeah, there you go. There's a positive. There's a positive. There's a positive. They're 8-1 now.
It's still their hats still look like they murdered someone, and they used the hats to clean up the blood.
Sopped up some blood. That overtime game though is big for the playoffs.
They ran out of pads.
I actually want to kind of see the Seattle Seahawks lose because it makes that late game a lot more interesting for both teams. For the Lions not to make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like if the Lions
said Dak woke up on the wrong side of the sleep number.
I'm telling you, the sleep number didn't work good for him. He had the wrong number set. Final, Eagles beat the Giants. That's a done. The Eagles clinched the first seed. Like I said, San Francisco 2nd seed, Vikings 3rd, Tampa Bay 4th. That means we are automatically 5th seed. 6th seed is the Giants. 7th seed, question mark. And 7th seed, it's between the Seattle Seahawks right now, playing in overtime, 9:20 to go against the Rams. They have to win. If they lose, they're out. If they lose, it's between the Lions and the Packers tonight. That's what I want to happen. So fuck Seattle. Let them lose. 7th seed's got to place the Niners. I prefer it's Brady. I'm not Brady. I prefer it's Rodgers. Mm-hmm. Because I want to see Rodgers. But, hey, you know what? The Lions will have to go at San Francisco or Green Bay at San Francisco. Just for the football's sake, I'd rather have Rodgers go up in San Francisco and knock the Niners out of the playoffs.
I just need this time clock to hit 0.
I agree. I agree with that, too. But my point is, we're talking about...
You can't get hurt.
Our game is over. We have our backups in. And so the thing is this. When it comes to the remaining games to decide the playoffs, there's one spot left now. Seattle wins and knocks the Lions out. You guys understand me here? And it's down to if Green Bay wins, then they are in the playoffs. If the Green Bay Packers lose, Seattle's in the playoffs. Green Bay must win their game no matter what. The difference is their opponent will give less of a shit. If Seattle wins in overtime against the Rams, then the Lions can just fucking say fuck it, or they can play spoilers.
Another side note as well to consider. The one credit you can give this team this season, we have not had back-to-back losses. We have lost games, but we have not lost a game and then gone on to lose a game. We've actually gone on mini win streaks where we either win 4 games or like 3 games or 2 games or whatever before we take our next L. So, you kind of pointed out, we just need a 4-game win streak, and we did that during the regular season.
We shouldn't be one and done based on that, but you know what's funny? That's the one and done. Now we go back-to-back and lose. Watch.
Again, we're starting a brand new season after today's game.
Well, you see how we started. You see how we started this season, right?
You see how we're ending this season.
No, but you see how we started. How do we start the season? Against who?
Tampa.
How's the new season starting?
Tampa.
In Tampa, yeah.
Exactly. So Tampa is either going to start our season or end our season.
Well, they've been starting our season the last 2 years. Let's end their season. At least let's kill Brady. Finally, at least we get one chance to kill Brady. That's the one good thing we can get from this. We'll see where we go from that. If we beat the Brady and the Buccaneers, then it's the Eagles.
Brady and the Bucks sounds like a band.
Yeah, Brady and the Bucks. But you got the Eagles next, or the Niners, or the Vikings, or a home game against the Giants. Those are the options. Or I guess a home game against the Packers, possibly.
Oh God, just hurry up and just...
Fair catch it for Turpin. There's a minute 53.
I was going to say, just hurry up, do the 3 and out, punt the ball, victory formation, blah, 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 end this game, please.
I would like to see the other game, though, the Seattle game. That's playoff centric.
You want me to try to get it up on the...
I mean, it's so close to this game ending. We're going to take 4 snaps and it's over. There's not going to be any stopping clocks or anything like that. This game's a done deal. But we got to kind of... I got to kind of find out what's going on with the other game. In my opinion, I'm ready to see who wins this thing. I want to see Green Bay and the Lions, Detroit and Green Bay playing both for a possibility, right? Not just one playing for a possibility and the other one's just trying to play spoiler. That would mean Seattle goes or the Packers go.
I know. Yeah, we had nobody's season looking like we did today, Asmodeus. Yeah, Agreed. Yeah. So
that's good too. It's hard to be positive about it, but like you said, and I've said, we all said, that has not happened yet. You know, with the Cowboys, not a back-to-back loss all year. Mm-hmm. So let's hope that translates into the playoffs. And this was literally a fucking vanilla strategy. Did Washington call timeout? Oh, no, okay, they didn't.
You know, a Cowboy fan 1112 is saying that he doesn't want to see Gallup or Noah Brown here next year because neither one of these guys has been able to get any separation all year.
First and foremost, Gallup is here. So that's a done deal.
Yeah, like him or not, he's here.
Right.
I want to believe that a bigger reason he hasn't had the separation we're expecting him to have is because he's coming off that ACL injury. right? And that surgery.
Yeah.
Most players that come back from that
Take
injury
a little more time.
tend to not have super explosive comeback years outside of, I think, Gronk. That 1 year, most players. So, like, the fact that he's been able to do what he's done is still nice to see.
But not getting separation.
But yeah, I'm not expecting him to be able to get to that point.
But do you realize he's also not getting a lot of what he does best, which is the 50-50 balls? You're not getting that. He's getting a lot of slants, and it's just they change a little bit.
But is that scheme, or is that,
that's Kellen Moore telling... No, I mean, that's not... Gallup's not going on a slant unless he's told to. He's not getting 50-50 balls because, he's not supposed to really get separation necessarily on that. He's supposed to, look at Malik Davis.
Damn.
Malik Davis, the best running back today. There's still a fight going on up there on top there with Josh Ball fighting somebody.
Hey, guys, that's the end of the game.
Yep, final. Thank you, final. But we still got to check on some injuries.
Again, Clark, I think, is the only one that I know of off the top of my head.
Clark? No, you mean Bland.
Bland, sorry. Wrong guy.
Yeah, he's...
Bland. Deron Bland, not Damone Clark. Look, we got to start picking very, very different names for all of our Dallas Cowboy players, okay? Like, mothers, come together, decide on the names, like, rank this list or something, because if not, we're going to have 17 Tylers next
Here's
year.
the game. It's on, and we're going to give you the blow-by-blow on this playoff game for Seattle.
But yeah, officially, final. End of the game.
End of the game. Thank goodness. I'm just happy it's over. I told you guys, this is not something... Again, the Cowboys made this a lot more... Imagine if we had our backups the whole game. Like, would this be if this was the final score, would this been embarrassing or bad? I mean, no. Washington wants to beat us. It's their Super Bowl. But this is different. They beat our starters by this exact score. When Dak and Zeke and most of the receivers and everybody went, you know what the score was? 26-6, and it was 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game. So don't forget that. And don't believe that other hype.
I will bring this up. Obviously... if we do well in the playoffs, all bets are off as far as contract restructures or whatever. But if we are, unfortunately, one and done in the playoffs in any kind of way, I expect Ezekiel Elliott's not going to be the only guy restructuring that contract. I will give you that. I do believe the Cowboys will address Dak's contract in some way, form, or fashion, although his contract is structured in such a way that, there is only so much you can do. So, if that's really how you feel, the whole point is you only have one more year. And after that, who knows what we have. Actually, you know what? I can tell you what we have after next year. After that year, we have to rebuild. That's it. We no longer will be able to say that we can try to win or in a significant way with the team that we had, because now you got to scrap the team and start rebuilding. Whether that means, we keep Dak and kind of rebuild with, Dak Prescott's new team 2.0. No matter what. The point is that the team structure has to completely change after next year. Not just because of Dak, but because of all the other guys that are either going to stay or go or need to be signed. Like I said, there's kind of a certain era in a way, and I would say from the time that Dak Prescott got drafted, it has been like the Dak and Zeke era. We all kind of feel it in the air that that's not going to exactly maybe be the case after 2 years from now. Next year, obviously maybe. 2 years from now, even I don't fucking know. I wouldn't put money on that. Now, necessarily.
Want to make sure we'll talk a little bit more about this game's about to be over. The Seattle Seahawks are about to win the game, although they missed multiple field goals earlier that could have won it for them. So they got an easier field goal here. Seattle is tougher. So again, guys, they had chances to win. If they win, they knock out Detroit, and it's between the Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Unfortunately, it would be between the Lions. Would be playing spoiler. So I hope Seattle misses this, but they probably won't. And if they get this, they win. Now, we're going to quickly wrap this up, guys, because we probably will go live later tonight with maybe some post-game quotes and injury updates. I do have to
open the door for little G real quick, so give me a second.
So, we're going to have post-game quotes and post-game thoughts. Later tonight, late night, usual starting time stuff for us. If we do it, I mean, that's if time permits, if schedule permits. So, keep us there. Hit that notification bell so we're going live. We're not done here. We're kicking the field goal 32 yards. And this one, they make it all the way through, goes up and good. They knock out the Detroit Lions with that kick, with the win by the Seattle Seahawks. They stay alive. And now they have to rely on the Green Bay Packers losing to the Detroit Lions. If the Packers win, the Packers get the 7th seed. If the Packers lose to Detroit and Detroit beats them, then the Seattle Seahawks get the 7th seed. And that's the way the playoffs look for the NFC side of things. Everything is set. And, of course, we'll talk about when the game will be played. I we've all heard it's going to be Monday night, which means the winner of that game, the Buccaneers or the Cowboys, are going to have to play a game on Sunday, probably on Sunday, or the late game on Sunday. So they're going to get one less day to get a break there. So again, by the way, if a tie happens later tonight, Seattle makes it. If Green Bay ties with Detroit,
there we go. So, by the way, real quick, let me actually take the time now to do the shout outs here in the chat as we kind of wait to see, exactly how this Seattle game is going to finish.
Well, it's over. They just won.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so while I was...
Yeah,
okay.
No, that's what I was saying. But by the way, I do want to give the shout out to the people that dropped the love from above today, guys. Much love to Mackenzie 2 times win the membership. That star level, which the raffle is coming up next week and right before the game. We'll see whenever they put us. If they put us on Monday, it'll be on Sunday, the raffle, all right? We'll figure it out. And we'll, of course, be live every day this week, breaking down everything on this upcoming game.
Yeah, we actually have a few fun things going on during this playoff week.
Yeah,
so make sure to tune in,
You got to join us for if we go live tonight, you got to join us for that one because there's some interesting stuff we're going to hear from you guys. Let's just put it that way. So, we'll be doing that this week, especially depending on if they put this game on Monday. We get an extra day. We're going to do something special here with you guys, and make sure you join us this entire week for the breakdowns of everything Dallas Cowboys at Tom Brady and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's going to be the whole. That's what matters from here on out. We could talk about this game. This game was an embarrassment, and again, we're going to give our last thoughts on this game as well here. But a wrap up is going to come here kind of fast. So I want to make sure I give the shout outs to everybody who dropped the love from above. Can't do this without you guys. Star level, Mackenzie 2 times. We got Randy Stites, the great Randy Stites here, who ended up, I think, second place on the overall board. Got Jason Renfro, of course, the Cash App King, coming. He's going to get that 3-peat, looks like. As he just boxed out Skeptical Fan at the last minute. We got Grant G, 1971, who right now is 4 weeks in a row sponsor of the month. Much love to him. He's giving that baton to somebody else here in a minute. We're going to talk about that. UTEP in the house, dropping some love. King Knight, 19. Mary Alvarez, Eugenius Bear, Redman R, Snug X, who, by the way, Stream Boss, 49 points, still just a little under the halfway mark in that Code Reds part of things. You got LT, of course, very happy. He's very happy. His Eagles are the first seed and they get the bye. And then we got Bobby Bottles, of course. But can't forget, the other guy who dropped some love in here is the man who's going to take that Sponsor of the Week baton from Grant G. It's JD from DC. And even though we repped only one game this year against DC, and enemy territory wasn't a great ending today, but JD from DC, much love to him because he's always, no matter what, good, bad, or ugly, repping that star in enemy territory. So appreciate you, JD. Unless there's something crazy happens in the last 10 minutes of this stream, he's the Sponsor of the Week starting probably tomorrow, even if we go live tonight.
Yes.
Probably won't have that ready till tomorrow. Either way, much love. We start a new week tonight. Gesundheit. Double Gesundheit, baby.
I always sneeze twice.
Ugly game today. I don't know. Is there comments in the chat?
I'm going to do final shout-outs, but not the way that I thought this game was going to go. All the way from the decision to play our starters nearly the entire game to just the way that our starters played does not inspire a lot of confidence in what's coming next. But hopefully we are pissed off enough from this game that we do see a different Dallas Cowboy team. Again, disappointing to see Dak's worst performance by far this year have to come right now. But if this is the game that we had to get all the itis out, then fuck, at least it wasn't next week against Brady. I do think this team is taking things seriously, right? I don't think it was some kind of a lack of focus or something like that, you know what I mean? So at least on that side of things, I'm still feeling relatively confident, and damn, credit to our defense who tried everything they possibly could, to keep the energy levels high and keep us in this game. So overall, just really hope that the team takes this ass kicking fully in the mouth the way that they should, doesn't make excuses for themselves, doesn't try to hide.
Taste the blood.
Exactly. Let this shit simmer for a bit, because the football that you're playing now means so much more than whatever bullshit-ass little game here. But like I said, if this is the way that we're going to play games that matter, because this was technically a game that mattered,
one and done.
We are definitely in trouble, but I am still holding out hope that the Cowboys can show me some of the comeback that they've shown us throughout this season when it comes to the adversity we face. So, outside of that, that's why we play. We still have a spot at the dance, and nothing the Washington Commanders do is ever going to change that now. So, and also the injury situation, I'm hoping that we escape that on the better side of things, even though we know Bland got a little banged up, even though we saw Micah making faces in pain with his hand and all that. So we'll keep you guys updated. Still not 100% sure if we're going live later tonight. Obviously, we are going to do our best. And if we do, it's going to be a relatively short stream. Right. Or if we do go live later tonight, that means that Monday's stream might start a little later or have to be adjusted in some way. But we'll do our best because obviously there's probably going to be quite a bit to talk about considering that the playoffs are going to be set after tonight's game. So we are going to do our best, we promise, guys. Yeah. But we do obviously have to, do some family stuff, do some other work stuff here still. Real quick, let me go ahead and hit up the chat. Stone Immaculate, go Cowboys. Skeptical fan said, I think our season's over. I really hope not. That's my point. I'm not I'm not blind to the adversity that we're facing. I'm not going to sit there and say like, oh, Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl or whatever. But I also think that it's a little premature to just throw in the towel and say that we're fucked, right? Like, I'm in this weird in-between spot. We have a chance, but we also have a chance to fuck it up. So, Martin Truther said, millions for defense, not a penny for Dak. So, I don't know about that either, guys. Come on. It's some of the Dak discussions, you guys crack me up. I'll give you that. I appreciate the laughs. T Green, much love. Frank Moyer in the house. Pat Pfeiffer, much love to you again. DevCon81 coming through. Cleveland Brown, hello and hi. Cracking me up. He said, that's correct. Sacrifice Kellen Moore to the gods and taste his blood. Feast on his flesh. Yes. He will nourish you.
Fucking Casey Affleck.
Great Fun 81 said, got to put this one behind us. We blew out the Eagles last year, and it didn't help in the playoffs, so.
That's true. That's my point. That's my point.
The Lunatic said it's a week-to-week league. We prepare to knock the rest of Brady's face off. Hell yeah. Scorpio said, like I said, when we lose, we come back kicking ass.
That's the only...
St. Cheese, hello. Bama fan, much love. Mary Alvarez said, MCW, I bet on the Cowboys. Maybe it was that. No, don't worry.
We bet on the Cowboys, and every time we bet, we lose. I hate betting. I personally hate betting. It doesn't work for me. Maybe Mary and I have the same issue with the betting. I don't know. Who knows?
T. Green, James Backer... Let me see, Quasi Blake, much love. He said, I'm lucky I saw the 77, 92, and 93, 95 Super Bowl wins because I have no hope in the near future.
I just saw the 90s ones, but yes. So I hear you, bro. I hear
the Lunatic also said, I want all the smoke because I ride with Dak. Let me see, Jump 2, much love to you as well. Caveman,
we ride with Dak too, the Lunatic. We love Dak Prescott, but he had a shitty game. Like, you can say that. It's okay. Like, we ride with Dak. He had a shitty game. He's got to get better. No. If we want to do something...
Correct forward. Dak had the worst game this season so far.
Yeah.
I still ride with Dak. Exactly. I still ride with all our Cowboys. Because guess what? They are the ones who are either going to do it or not.
Listen,
and they're going to have us.
We know he can do it. We also know he had a bad game. A shitty game. The shittiest game of the year. But we know when the time comes to play, I think he'll be... I think this might have smacked him in the face.
I know.
Hopefully refocuses
Modius, much love. Wiseman 27. Let me see.
He's a little refocused there. Hopefully this refocuses. I know,
Dallas Fan 9. All of you guys, seriously, thank you guys for hanging with us. Let me come back down because I do see one last drop here. A $5 holler from Mark Hovsepian, representing it Hawaii
the man,
style.
Mark H, with the 5 on it. Appreciate you. What did the man say?
Dak is consistently inconsistent.
I knew he
got his one touchdown during prevent. This game was pathetic. We need a change from top to bottom. $40 million.
Hey, again, $40 million.
Every single person that's upset with that $40 million figure, I'm just going to remind you that it was your great Stephen and Jerry Jones who decided not only that Dak was worth that, but that Dak was not worth trying to make the effort to get cheaper. Had the Cowboys not fucked around and found out, we could have had Dak for $33 million
or 20
instead.
$9 million.
And remember, 33 at the highest, right? Like the peak.
Yeah, 33 was the most. Yeah.
We also would have gotten the extra year or two that the Cowboys were also really looking for. Because remember, that was the other contention. Dak said, sure, I'm willing to give you that extra year you're looking for if you give me the money that I'm looking for. And this was, again, back when he was looking for 33 million. You know what the Cowboys said? The Cowboys said, nope, we're going to tag you and we're going to roll with it. And then Dak goes out there and does what tagged players do best. So the Cowboys fucked around and found out and put themselves in a position where all they could do is sign Dak for what ended up being $40 million.
And right now, whether you think he's a top 10 quarterback or not, because he is pretty fucking inconsistent the last couple of weeks, although he's had one of his best games ever against the Eagles. So it's like, that's inconsistent, like Mark Hovsepian said. And that's why I say he's going to have the most consistent 4 weeks of his life if he wants to make a run at this thing. And
but guess what? That's not a Dak Prescott only
exactly.
thing. That's our entire offense. That's our entire team.
But he might do that, and it still won't be enough. He might have the best 4 games of his life, and still, offensive line is fucking up for the running game. The play calls are shit. We got issues on defense. just saying, if these things don't come together, and we're saying this now as we enter the playoffs, let's hope it comes together. It would take a miracle to make a run like that.
Snug Egg said, why are we blaming Jerry for Dak? Because Jerry signed him.
Too
late.
Jerry signed him
too late.
3 years later than he should have. He already said this guy's our quarterback, and then he decided to sign him, 3 years later playing games and tagging him.
So, it's like sitting around waiting to... Look, I'm not going to sit here. I don't care. Point is, thank you guys for everyone here. Huge shout out to the people representing.
Yes.
Final little shout out to the sponsor of the month, Grand G 1971. He deserved better than this.
Yes.
He deserved better than this today. Thank you, Snug X. He's also bossing that stream around with 44 points. So 45 takes it away.